What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm here with my boy JohnnyKpicks, my co-host, and we got two special guests tonight. They probably don't need no introduction, but I'm gonna give them an introduction anyways. We got Uncle Weezy, man, and Brady with DFS by the numbers, both together transform into the Stat Diggers,
Did
man.
you just do like a scissor thing?
What?
No,
Did you
no,
just do scissoring?
It was a
Oh,
build.
okay.
I did it like a transformer build. I was like,
Okay,
form like
all right.
Voltron, baby.
I'm saving that for the loopy freaking fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good, man. It is fight day. This is about as much units as I've had on any card this year. And I was telling Brady, I'm like, I got a ton of units on this card, and he has like twice as many units as I have on this card. So we're both like, seeing a lot more spots on this card than what we normally see. Him and I, we don't usually force things, So we're very active this week. So I want to see if what we're liking is lining up with what you guys are liking here.
I can't wait. I'm sure a lot of it is. Brady, what about you, brother?
Yeah, I have a lot of action. The last couple cards, they've been like real chalky cards, like the Sao Paulo card, lots of setup fights these last couple of weeks. This is a week where I feel like you can make a case for a lot of the dogs, and that's going to open up some value on a lot of these props, and it went pretty prop heavy today. So yeah, really looking forward to this card. It's on paper, probably one of my favorite cards of the year, and I'm hoping it delivers.
Yeah, that's awesome, because I know, Johnny, I know that you got a lot of bets in today too, man. So
yes, I do. Yeah, I got 9 bets. I usually only have like 5 or 7 or so like that, but I think I got about 11 and a half units on total. So that's a lot for me. So I probably could add more too, but this is it. 11 units is good. It's all good. And then we'll go to the next one.
Heck yeah, man. I think next card is where I'm gonna have a lot of action on it. I might have 7 bets, but I'm so excited for these fights. I'm definitely excited to be breaking it down with Weezy and Brady, man. I've been watching both you guys for a long time. Two of my favorite people, Brady forever. So appreciate you guys coming on our show tonight, man. And it's gonna be a good one. Shout out some people in the chat real quick. We'll get into this. My boy Chef Mikey from Vegas. He said, if Weezy wears a silky smooth red evening smoking jacket, I'll be very, very happy. Hi Brady, rock on,
it's
man.
Fight day. It's fight day.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
Look at that.
I love it. I love it. I appreciate you coming out, Mike, man. This has been my dude since the beginning, so I really appreciate you. Houdini Beats is in the house, man. We said, let's go. Let's go. There we go. There we go.
There it is.
Woo, man.
What just happened to the hair? I took off I gotta reset the hair. My hair and makeup people, you guys, they were late today. I apologize. Normally I'm a lot more camera ready than what I am right now, but we're professionals. We're gonna work through this.
Doing it live. We're doing it live.
Doing it live.
It's going live. Appreciate you coming out, Houdini. Look at this, man. My boy Mikey with the dono, man.
Here we go, Mikey.
I almost gave it to Ric Flair. How that would have been way too loud to the mic. But man, I appreciate that so much. Mikey's got that same Ric Flair painting that I got too, dude. It's freaking awesome.
Nice.
Yep, he puts it up. He's got the Blood Money shirt with it. But appreciate this dono so much, Mike, man. You're the man. Jenna Marie in the house. What's up, Jenna Marie? We appreciate you coming out. Everybody check out Jenna Marie on Twitter. She puts out good stuff, great pictures all the time. So we appreciate you coming out, Jenna. Eric the Red 23, let's go. Stoked for this card, man. Good luck. Good luck, Eric. AJ, what's up? He said, let's go. He's going to be on the December 2nd card. Break that card down with us for the pre-pay-per-view. This dude just won the Tapology, in the whole world, #1 in the world a couple weeks ago. So what's up,
AJ?
Ryan, this car's going to be fire. Get him. Going to be an excellent day. Definitely, Ryan. Bunny Hunter in the house said, what's up, fellas? Said, good luck to everyone and their bets. Let's go. Good luck, Bunny Hunter. Let's see. We got Eric the Red. Tyler, 138 MMA said, fellas, let's go, man. Appreciate you coming out. Everybody go follow 138 MMA on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Tyler, man, he puts out great information. He's a great guy. Really knows the sport, so check him out. Great panel. Let's get it. Let's go, Dennis. Let's go, Sean. Ricci is going to manhandle Loopy, and those are the facts of the case. Those are the facts of the case. Hit the likes.
Don't even start it yet.
Don't get me going. I
already started
queued up. I got the baby.
Chat's already. They're just poking. They're poking already.
Don't be poking. Don't do it. Bunny Hunter, hit the likes for the homies, best cappers in the game. You got 4 of the best right here. Right here. It's the same place at the
Got
same
3 killers and Cody. Let's go, guys.
Word up. This guy. What up, Raw Torg, man? Appreciate you coming out. Johnny's doing a shoey on Thursday. He definitely is for the loopy. What do you think about my parlay for today? Over, I like both them. You guys like that?
The over 1.5 in Pereira Prochaska. Congratulations on taking 7 years off of your life, even if it cashes.
Those are the facts.
Some ones you just don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, you'll cash it. Like, for instance, I bet the over 1.5 rounds in free Vola St. Denis. And let's just say I'm having a little bit of the buyer's remorse, even though I beat a ton of line movement. Because I'm going to have to sit and watch that fight and hope free Vola doesn't get a knockout or St. Denis doesn't, it's going to be hard.
Hey, who needs a sauna when you get the bet sweats? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta stay healthy somehow. Gotta stay healthy somehow, man. John Newquist, man, with the dono. $10, man. We really, really, really appreciate that. Who is the favorite dog tonight? Tabitha Ricci will be cashing your ticket for that one.
Yeah, for me, it's Borchev, but I've got to bet on Ricci too. I got Borchev as my dog.
I'm gonna say Costa. Why not?
I'll say Slava.
Plus money number.
Who was that, Brady?
I'll say Slava. I think Slava's live.
Dude, I just was rewatching. I had to rewind through again of and I stopped right at the part where Nas was fighting that dude. How Hushman's out on a freaking contender series, and he was getting beat up in the second round by that guy, and that guy's not good.
He's terrible. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So appreciate you, John. Jaden in the house. What up, man? He said, hit the like. What's up, Jaden? John Hagos. What's up, man? Paul says, hey guys, hope you are well. Time to crack a bourbon at 8 a.m. He said, finally, a suitable time for us Aussies, man. We appreciate you.
I'm gonna get some bourbon up in here now too. Let's do it.
I drank some last night. I was all freaked out. I had some medical stuff with baby blood, so I drank a little bit of this Green River bourbon. It was nice. But appreciate you coming out. Colostrum, my heart is gonna be racing during. Yes, that's gonna be such a good fight. The Beatles are reunited. What up, Cheeto? Appreciate you coming out. Fight Talk Only, man. Everybody go check out Fight Talk Only on Twitter. Puts out excellent stuff all the time. He put out his community collaboration today, and I'm a part of it. I like it. The dude's good for the community. Just no zero. Yeah. To Weezy. Who's the putt?
It is my cousin's dog. I did not get a new dog. Taking care of my cousin's dog for a couple of weeks here. Recently broke his foot, and he's a pain in the ass. So my cousin was like, please watch him for me. He's ruining our family trying to get at his wound. So, yeah, not my dog, but I will have a Doberman over here for the short period of time.
That's awesome. Weezy always being a great, nice guy, dude. No matter what, when you watch a show, you can tell Weezy's a great dude, and that's the best way to be, man. BC Dave said, what's up, MMA homies? Everybody go to Tapology, go to group 926, and he will get you in his group, asking for the what is the invite or something like that?
Yeah, you have to request to be in a group or something like that after you make an account.
And that's where all of us go and put in our Tapology picks. Got some of the best cappers in the game there. So I'm going to go fill mine out actually while we're talking.
One of these days, I keep saying that, but one of these days I'm going to win. Keep getting in second place.
Second, hey, Ricky Bobby, man. MMA Maestro with the dono. He said, cheers, fellas. Looking forward to a great night of fights. Slava and Ricci will win. They will. Everybody check out MMA Maestro on Twitter, man. He puts out good bets, good stuff. We had him on the show a couple weeks ago, and he's good. We're going to get him back on for sure. New York Robert in the house. Solid panel. New York card will not disappoint. There's no way it can. Such a good one. We appreciate that donation, Robert. Always donate and always keeping the lights on. Scott said that Jerry guy drinking Miller Lite again.
Who's that guy?
That's the Bud Light with the koozie on it. A Miller Lite koozie. He just rips it off. Drinking tequila now. Brady knows that happens after this. I got a bottle of that Terramana. Drinking tequila now. All right.
Bourbon right next to me just in case. Take a little shot.
Sean V. He said Brady knows that happens after this.
What happened?
Sean, what happened? Let him know.
What does happen? I'm intrigued. What happened?
I'm intrigued as well.
John, what happened?
If he's drinking tequila, what happens next usually is something bombastic.
It's got to be on tequila. Brady goes,
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor.
Yeah,
there it is. I don't know what's going on here. All right, boys. Let's get to the first fight of the card, man. We got 14 fights to go through. So we have the men's flyweight division, Steve Erceg. And my fights are going to be a little off because I do my stuff like a week and a half before the fights. They change them around. And I don't.
Classic Cody.
I ain't budging, man. I came too far. So men's flyweight division, 125. We got Steve Erceg versus Alessandro Costa. Weezy, let's get your breakdown on this.
No tracked action for me on this fight. You know, what I gave out on best bet today was the fight doesn't go to decision at about even money. You know, both of these guys are good finishers. Erceg gets hit a lot, you know, and Costa hits very hard. And in addition, Erceg's got really good stand-up. He's huge for the division. So I could see him landing some good shots. I don't have any track bets, but I kind of feel like the Costa money line is a little bit wide here. And I also think that the fight doesn't go to decision is a decent look as well.
I like that. I like all of them. Brady, what do you got, brother?
Yeah, I'm on the Erceg side here. I was really impressed with his short notice debut against David Dvorak, and especially with his striking. Like when I thought of Erceg, I thought he's a BJJ black belt. He's a really good grappler, but his striking looked really good. He even hurt David Dvorak in the second round. So yeah, I mean, I like Erceg here. The line is a little bit wide, but what I do like is these Erceg late props. They're pretty silly numbers. 800 for round 2, 1200 for round 3. I think he can kind of break Costa late. We've seen Costa knocked out twice in his career. I don't think he has the best durability. I don't think he has the best cardio. He's coming in here on short notice, and we saw Amir Albazi, a guy that, quite frankly, is a grappler, go out there and drop him twice. And Erceg has power. He really does. A lot of his submission wins are where he's knocking guys down and then subbing them. So I feel like Erceg could potentially stop him late. So I'm taking some big plus money shots on those Erceg late props.
Yeah, that does. I mean, because Costa's been right? All 3 of his losses, right?
Couple. He's
2, I believe.
So,
yeah,
remind it. Johnny K, what you got, Yanni?
Yeah. So beginning of the week, I thought I was going to be big on Erceg here, but I was doing more tape, and I like Costa actually to win this fight. I think it's going to be close either way. So, I think the number is wide, like Weezy said. When it first dropped, I think Erceg was like minus 130, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be way far or wider than that. But then it opened up as the week went on, and I'm like, I got to lay a unit on Costa here at plus 170. I think he's got a real good shot to actually get a knockout here. He got slick striking, good combos. He's a good counter striker, and Erceg does like to push forward too. So, and he gets hit a lot. So but do I think Erceg has a chance to win? Of course he does. Like, this is going to be a good fight. I'm going with the line here. I usually never do, but I'm going with the line here. I think Costa has a chance to win this one.
Yeah, man, I don't mind that at all. I think both these dudes are good. They're well-rounded. They're both prospects. With the Erceg, I mean, I liked him at minus 130. The line moved way too much by the time my casino released it. But like, he was losing to Dvorak. He lost the first round. He was losing the second round. Then he hit him with that big shot and then head kicked him and dropped him. And that's really what won him. I think there was like a minute 10 left in that round when he did that or something. So that won him that round. And then the third round, dude, he just looked good, but Dvorak was probably still a little messed up. But he showed great cardio, great striking, all that. So that's why I picked Erceg in this fight. Costa's on short notice too, but man, Costa's good. Like, he was looking decent against Albazi, great takedown defense, and his boxing looked pretty decent, but he got hit with the bigger shots. He was on short notice fighting a top 5 guy too. So, but I'm gonna go with Erceg. No bets. I don't hate that bet on Costa. Would you get him at what line, Johnny?
Plus 170.
Oh, I like it. That's not bad at all. And like I said, it's 2 prospects. Like, you can't be low on Costa for what Albazi did to him. But yeah, Marcus,
and like I said, I was shocked that line opened up like as minus 130 for Erceg. I thought it was going to be like minus 180, 190, where it is now.
Right, because I mean, I guess because he was minus 260 or something to Matt Schnell, and I don't know if Schnell and Costa fought, like what the line would be on that. But you probably have to go Costa, I imagine. But I
would. I don't trust Schnell's chin at all.
Marcus Williams, man, with the $10 dono, dude. Really appreciate that. He said, loving the show, watching while working at my bookstore. Everybody check out Marcus on Twitter, and his store is the Nubian Bookstore. So I'm sure it's in Morrow, Georgia. So
yeah, I was gonna say it's out in Georgia. Yeah.
Yep. So try to check that out if you guys want to check out some really good books and good stuff. And Marcus is a great dude. So appreciate you coming out. Appreciate you, the dono, Marcus, and hope you sell a ton of books today. MMA Pick'em MMA on YouTube. Check him out. Said hi guys, what's up? Pick'em. Kiwi Brew's in here. He said, Churraw, man. Churraw, Kiwi Brew. We appreciate you coming out. I took Ursig at -138. I don't mind that line. Pick him. Wouldn't bet him at, nah. Just no strong read here. Close fight. Yep. Costa KO.
I wasn't gonna touch Costa at like -125 or I'm sorry, +125 or whatever it was when it first opened.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in order, even though they're out of order. Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Kang versus John Castaneda. Brady, we'll let you break this one down.
Yeah, this fight's weird to me for a couple reasons. So my pick is Kung Ho Kong. That's been my pick all week, but throughout the week, there's been some narrative things added. Apparently, Castaneda's been like really sick recently, had like bronchitis or something, and his team actually requested the fight to be at a catchweight of 138 pounds. So the reason we are at a catchweight here is on his side, which is really interesting. Because if this fight was at 135, he would have missed weight. It looked like he really struggled to get down to even the 138 catchweight there. And Castaneda has missed weight before. So I don't know. At the end of the day, I think it's a close fight. I think both guys are pretty solid. Both guys are pretty evenly matched. I know a lot of people are on the Kung Ho Kong side. I'd probably take the plus money as well. Me and Weezy did get on the fight doesn't go to the decision early at +180. We did beat a lot of alignment on that. And that was before like the whole narrative bronchitis thing as well. So I do like that a little bit. But I think the most likely scenario is this fight probably does go the decision, and it probably is, fairly competitive on either side. I don't have a strong take, but if anything, it's the plus money side for me on Kung Ho Kong. But it looks like a lot of that plus money's kind of dried up now.
Yeah, seen that. Weezy, how do you see this one going down?
I think it's a great fight. I think both of these guys are really well-rounded, really experienced, well-tested fighters. And I do hope that Brady follows his heart. Whatever direction that takes you, Brady, just follow your heart. That is advice from an old man who's been on this earth a lot longer than you have. You just follow your heart.
I'm not her type.
You sure?
It's true. See, he's being honest with himself too, which is also a key to life, right?
He's a mythical creature, just like Dern. So
yeah, we got, and when I bet, you guys, I think the best thing you could do as a gambler is always just set your biases aside, look at the number, and determine whether it's something you're willing to bet. When I looked at this fight, I said, yeah, it probably goes to decision. But if you're going to give me +180 for a guy like Kong, who's landing knockdowns on over 1% of the shots that he's landing, for a guy like Castaneda, who would have finished pretty much 80% of the bantamweight division with those head kicks that he was landing on Daniel Santos. So I went with the violence, got it at +180. It's now only available at +130. So I certainly wouldn't suggest you get on it at that price. The catchweight thing has me leaning towards this being a 50-50 fight. Therefore, probably some value on that Kang side at +120. But I'm just on the fight doesn't go to decision here. Both of these guys have got a ton of power. I could see one of them getting the other one out. That's what I'm looking for here.
Yeah. You and Brady killed that line movement on that, man.
Yeah.
Killed it. Yeah,
because we played the number. I don't think either one of us was like, oh, this thing finishes inside the distance all the time. But we were like +180. That's a 35% implied probability, 36 maybe. Yeah, I think this thing could finish inside the distance half the time.
Yep, and it's not even the under 2.5. You get that extra round. I really like that, or extra half a round.
Yeah.
How do you see this one, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Castaneda. I know that was my pick early in the week. I actually have a bet on him as well early in the week before all this catch weight nonsense came out, but I'm not going to cash out my bets or anything. I still think he can get this one done. I'll be scared to see what he looks like in the third round if he's really sick and all this stuff, but I just like how he pushes forward. He has got good cardio normally. He's got very good wrestling. He can mix it up from striking and wrestling. Kang is kind of like, I don't want to say, it's kind of low volume for me. He stays at range. He can wrestle and mix in some takedowns, but I don't see that happening here. Actually, I think he's going to want to keep it on the feet. So I just think Castaneda's a slight edge here. I think he can get this one done. But now it's a 50-50 fight with all this stuff. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, man. I put in my Castaneda bet. I got him parlayed with Emers coming up, but I think he's the better fighter. I think he's going to be a little faster. Kang, man. I don't like all the weight talk and all that stuff and all that. Obviously, I don't like it, but like in the end, I just want to have the better fighter. and hope that he's like, I would hope that he'd be smart enough to not take this fight if he was really that freaking sick or whatever. Like, it just seems like the UFC or doctors should be like, well, bro, if you can't make weight and you're so sick you can't even cut weight, why the hell? And usually in New York, they're like, bro, just get out of here, like they did to Hamzat. So it must be something weird though. But yeah, I just think he's going to be the better striker. It's like Weezy said, man, that head kick is sick. He should have took Santos out of there. And the only reason he got beat by Santos is because he gassed after trying to finish him in the first round, dude. He dropped him 2 different times in that round, trying to finish him twice, and then just slowed down. And obviously, Santos is a savage. He comes on like freaking Dalby out of nowhere. Yeah. But that was a good fight, man. And other than that, he's just showed me, like, I like with Miles Johns, he's got good patient striking. Kang, to me, really just has that nice jab. He's got that nice leg kick, and he's got pretty good, decent offensive and defensive wrestling. But Castaneda is going to have better wrestling here. And I mean, if Ronnie Yaya can take down Kang and hold him down, I think Castaneda can at least, get a couple takedowns, get some control time. And I got him winning, man. Maybe he hits him with that head kick. Kang's crazy durable, though. I think he's been finished twice. One was in 2008 by soccer kicks. One was like 2011. Yeah. But he hasn't been fighting the most dangerous people in the UFC either. So Castaneda could definitely hit him with that head kick, or he could drop Castaneda. You've seen him with and he got rocked. It's not that durable because he got rocked against Quinones, and then Quinones went in to finish him, and then he hurt Quinones, finished him. But give me Castaneda. Definitely not happy about the weight news, but I don't in the end, I just want the better fighter. And then if I lose because of that, that sucks. But I can't like change a bet or do nothing on that on some stuff. But
and you know what, Cody, what's a good thing on the Castaneda side here is that we know that Kang has got a fantastic jab, right?
Yeah.
Really good jab. Well, Castaneda is a southpaw. So now with Kang being an orthodox fighter, is he going to be able to use that jab as effectively as we've seen him do it in the past? Right. And if that's the case, Castaneda might look a lot better than we expect him to, just because we can't see Kang use one of his best weapons in this particular fight.
Yep, and that's going to open him up for that body kick too, left liver kick and head kick.
Yep.
So good point, excellent point. Jeff Pelton, man, with the freaking dono. We appreciate you so much, man. You've been coming on the show so many times and just helping out and being a great dude, man. He said, Blood Money, Johnny K, Weezy. We got Brady looking good, digging stats, lots of knowledge here. Let's put it all together and break them. Blood Money dogs. I like Slava and Yuri. I love Slava.
I like it.
And Yuri, I mean, that fight's just going to be so good.
He's a dog anyways. Okay.
Yep. Alex said, let's go. Well, Kiwi said a wise man recently said Castaneda has a long history of fucking up weight cuts.
I said that in my Discord. He was famous back in Combate. He had fucked up several weight cuts. And Campbell McLaren one time had him fighting on the East or on the West Coast. And he told Castaneda, if you don't make weight and if you don't win this fight, you're cut and I'm sending you home on a bus. Back to Minnesota, and they were fighting like in Oregon or Washington or California or something. So yeah, man, he's pissed off people before with his inability to make weight.
Oh wow. Christian Rodriguez over here, man.
Yep.
Yeah, and like so, yeah, and how many times has he missed in the UFC? He's missed at least once, didn't he? I feel like he came in like 140.
The last 2 fights, I believe, and they were against 2 very young, high up and coming prospects. Rosas Jr. and what's the other guy?
Yeah.
Christian Rodriguez has fucked up a ton of them. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry.
Yeah, like 3 of them now. I think 3 weight cut fuck ups he's had. Dana White Contender Series and 2 in UFC. Yeah.
Man, I cannot wait for this one. I know it's probably farther up the card, but it is what it is. Women's strawweight 115.
Oh boy.
Baby Shark.
Here we go.
Versus, Poopy Godinez. Weezy, I'll let you start this one.
Okay.
I mean, Loopy,
man.
Well, I think that this is going to be a close fight. I really don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of conviction about who's going to win this fight. What I do believe is that it's going to be close. There's a couple of reasons I believe this, right? Number one, when have you ever seen Loopy Godinez dominantly win a striking battle in the UFC? We've never seen her do that. As a matter of fact, she fights way too close with okay strikers, She dominates when she's the better grappler and she chooses to use it, right? That's the combination, because a lot of times she is the better grappler, but she doesn't even choose to use it. But she dominates when she grapples and she chooses to use it. So in this case, when you see Tabitha Ricci getting taken down, she is so busy with her Brazilian jiu-jitsu that I just don't like. I almost kind of see her being like a little bit like Diego Lopez, just being very aggressive with her submission attempts. She's going to be very hard to hold down and control. So if this takes place at distance striking range in the big cage, the way that Tabitha Ricci moves and the way that Lupi tends to prefer to counter, I just see this being, kind of like a low volume striking match. I think it goes to decision 80% of the time, right? And if it goes to decision 80% of the time, and you're getting Tabitha Ricci by decision at plus 220, and you're getting Godinez at decision maybe minus 110, it just seems like the value is all on that Ricci side. And I tend to believe that she's the more marketable fighter. Evidently, her boyfriend is fighting at one of the boxing cards this weekend in New York. And Dana White's evidently a big fan of her boyfriend. I could see her getting a little bit of the Patty Pimblett treatment here. If she doesn't win the fight, the judge might just decide she did win the fight. So, yeah, Ricci decision plus 220 for a half unit is what I did here.
Let's go, Uncle Weezy. See, I mean, I love this chart. That's just the chart. Brady, what you got, brother?
I got a coffee here and it tastes like ass. So shout out to Duncan. I mean, they're so inconsistent. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. This time it's
on ass
flavored.
That's a good what do they call that? That's like a segment into Lupi's fight career.
Jeez.
Where do I begin? I mean, this is a fight where I don't know. There's a lot of strong opinions on either side. And I'll leave a lot of the talking to you and Johnny here, because I'm actually looking forward to this debate, because I know it's going to get very hostile. For me, I'm picking Lupi, but we were doing the show a little bit ago on Best Bet Show, and I saw Lupi was minus 205, and I laughed out loud, because how could anybody lay minus 205 on somebody like Lupi in a fight that's going to go to decision? It's going to be close. The judges are completely horrible and blind, and Lupi does not have the best fight IQ. So this is actually a fight I'm not betting on. I'm betting on 11 of the 13 fights. I'm going to sit back and watch this one, enjoy this one. If I was forced to bet this fight, gun to my head, it would be on the Ricci side, just due to the fact that I think it's a close fight. I think it goes to decisions. The judges suck, and laying minus 200 on Lupi doesn't really seem like the most responsible thing to do. But yeah, I'm not touching this fight. I'll leave it to you guys on this one.
Yeah, man, that's a good breakdown. But yeah, like that Dunkin' Donuts coffee is literally Lupi Godinez's career in a nutshell. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But like today, what is it? It's bad.
You are high right now.
Maybe
you are high.
Johnny, let me hear who you got in this fight. You might have. All right,
I'm going to be civil. I'm going to actually be the civil one here when I say this. Lupi's going to destroy Tabitha Ricci. Destroy on the feet. On the feet. Did you see Tabitha Ricci strike? She doesn't even know how to hit anybody. She just jumps in, does a little jab, jumps right out. And she doesn't do anything. Where she does well is she mixes in the takedowns. She's not going to be able to mix in any takedowns. Lupi's a better striker. She's the better boxer. She's going to push forward and she's going to land more. She's a better striker overall. I'm going to say it now. This fight's not going to the mat. Now, if Lupi's dumb, which we've seen, I will admit that, and she does go for some takedowns, it could get dicey for my bet. But if this is on the feet for 14 and a half minutes and maybe 5 minutes and at the end of each round, Lupi gets a takedown, which I do think she can. Fantastic. 30-27, Lupi coming right now. I got her at minus 135. I'm not betting her at minus 200. So that's why I'm on that bet. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bet her. But I do think this fight goes over as well, which I have in the parlay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Get your beer ready.
But the fact of the case, man, is that Lupi's going to out wrestle. I mean, fucking Tabitha's going to out wrestle Lupi.
She is.
I didn't I watched Elise Reed judo throw Lupi. And then luckily Elise Reed sucks on the ground. So Lupi rode through it. But when Ricci does that, she's not rolling through. Dude, Ricci, 17 takedowns in the last 4 fights. She's so well-rounded. Guess what she don't do? We know when she comes in, she's going to fight a smart game plan. She's well-rounded. She's as big as Lupi. She's every fight she's had in the UFC, the girl's been 5'5" or taller, right? And Ricci's little. Now she's getting a girl that's her exact same size. Lupi is not good anywhere. She's got decent wrestling. She's got decent striking. If she fights a good wrestler or a good striker that has decent takedown defense, she gets beat up. If she fights a good wrestler that has decent striking, they can take her down, beat her up, just like Panay. I mean, like that was 2 years ago when she lost to Jessica Panay, man. But these girls are going to be the same size. Ricci's a big girl. Like, she doesn't look like it because every time you've seen her fight, the other girls are so much bigger than her. But when you see her next, when you seen her in the face-offs, who looked bigger? And Ricci didn't have no shoes on either, and then Loopy had shoes on. My girl's got bigger shoulders.
Loopy was bigger.
She got that dump truck on her.
Okay.
You know, so I just think that people are going to be surprised because the striking's not going to be that much different. Loopy's got a decent leg kick. She's got decent boxing, right? But like people that think her boxing's so good, it's really not. She wasn't even outboxing Calvillo. She didn't outbox Hill. She didn't. And then I don't think her grappling's all that good. I've never been high on Loopy ever. But I think that Ricci's going to be the better fighter here. She's consistent. We know exactly what we're going to get. She's going to stick and move, throw leg kicks, throw punches. Like, she doesn't hit that hard, but neither does Loopy, dude. She got one knockdown her whole UFC career, and that was over Elise Reed. Like, I just don't understand. And she's minus 210 over a girl that's already ranked number 10. Loopy's ranked like 20. Tabitha's
people are just late to the party, Cody. Like they just realized Loopy's gonna win, so now all the money's coming in on Loopy. They get it.
What they just realized Loopy's gonna win. Did they realize that Loopy lost to Calvillo, Hill, and Jessica Panay, and they're just super confident that she's gonna smoke Tabitha Ricci?
Loopy's got two times more fights than Ricci has in the UFC.
A couple more losses too. Ricci's going to out-wrestle
more
her.
Fights.
I'm telling you, she's going to get her. She's got better cardio. Go watch Loopy fight anybody that she don't dominate, and she gets tired in the second round. I wish I had the stats on how many punches Calvillo landed in the second round compared to Loopy in their fight. And then the first round, Loopy probably landed her by like 20, but I like Ricci here so much. I got her at plus 150. I think she should be the favorite. I think she should be minus 130. I think anybody getting plus any money on her is a good bet. So that's what I got. She's my Angela Hill this week.
I thought you and Johnny were going to go after it a little bit more, but
we did before this week. I'm being civil.
Okay, all right.
I just put some verbal hands.
I will say this though.
I don't know what else I can do without catching the assault charge, man.
I will say, like, Cody just doesn't get it. Like, he's gonna realize during the fight, like, oh, I made a bad bet. You'll see.
They tell me about Angela Hill last week too, and all I was watching her was giving Gomez a case of the vet beats.
Well. We got lucky. I mean, blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then, Cody.
Blind shark's about to find a nut today.
Weezy
liked it. I did that one for him. We got 94 people in here. Everybody, please smash that like button for us, man. We're having a great time here. Let's see. Yeah, Get Rhythm said no money on this fight, but rooting for Johnny. Euphoria is here. What's up, man? He said Ricci is a live dog. Mike said Weezy is wearing a smoking jacket. Yay, let's go. Yeah, Vegas don't know women's MMA. Not like Cody and Uncle Weezy. You know what I mean? It's what we do for a living. Yeah, Mike with the whoop. Aspinall gonna get served. I wish he wasn't on 12 days notice. Let's see. Punch list. Dale from Punch List MMA. Dale. Man, what is up, Dale? He said Cody coming at Loopy like she stole his lunch money. Are you okay, bro? I'm good. I just don't get the love on her. I mean, like, her and Ricci are not separated in skill better anywhere by that much.
I will say that. You gotta say that, Cody. She's looked better.
What? Who?
Better game plan, Loopy, since she switched gyms with Grasso.
She fought Elise Reed. You don't even need a game plan for Elise Reed. You don't. You go in there and you go, this is a free win.
Wait. Sorry. I'm cutting you off. You absolutely need a game plan. Ask Corey McKenna. I'm never going to let go of this. I'm never going to forgive her for that.
100%.
You absolutely need a game plan when you're fighting Elise Reed. Your IQ has to be above room temperature, and you have to go for takedowns. Don't ever make that mistake again.
Elise Reed has one more win as well. Who else she beat in the UFC? I can't remember.
Melissa Martinez, right?
Yeah, we bet on her there.
I cashed on her that one. Yeah, I was like, Melissa Martinez isn't taking down anyone.
Fighter there, Cody. Solid fighter. Not the best, but solid.
No, the problem with Loopy too is, like Mike said, she gets her nose broke every time. She got a little bigger nose right there. It always is bleeding and getting broke. Yeah, these odds are pick 'em for. That's what I'm saying. At worst, it should be a pick 'em. Like, these girls are so evenly skilled, and then like Ricci has better jiu-jitsu. That's all I'm saying. I've heard this speech from Johnny on Loopy.
Yeah. I also told myself I wouldn't bet on Loopy again, too. And here I am. Look what happens.
That's what I'm saying. Breaking rules, man. Breaking rules. That's what one win over Elise Reed, and everybody goes, Loopy's champ. Weili Zhang ain't got a chance, but it's
God.
come on. Yeah.
Who said
That wasn't me, guys. That wasn't me.
Johnny's been saying that.
No.
Ever she beat Elise Reed, Johnny goes straight to the top. He goes, why is she fighting Ricci when
Yep.
she should be fighting Zhang? I'm like,
Oh gosh. No.
yes. Yes. He said, private conversation. I'd bring it up. I don't want to do this to you, Jen.
Let's go.
Cheers, Johnny Fusses. All right, boys.
Call me out, man.
This is going to be an excellent fight, too, right here. Men's lightweight, Nazim Sadikov versus Viashav, Borchev, Slavakov. Johnny, you start this one off, brother.
So normally I don't ever switch my picks, and actually I don't. Let's just put that out there. I don't switch my picks, but if I wanted to, I would switch my pick here. I'm gonna stick with it though. I'm gonna go with Sadikov here. I think he gets it done. I think he mixes in the grappling, and he's gonna have to. If he doesn't, he's probably gonna lose a striking match. Let's be honest. But yeah, as the week went on, I think Borchev probably wins this fight. But I'm sticking with my original pick. I have Borchev plus 3.5 spread in one of my bets, and yeah, full disclosure, my pick is Sadikov, but I have Borchev plus 3.5 spread because I do think he can get the knockout, and I think he can get the decision win too here. Sadikov just needs a wrestle or grapple, like not the whole time, but he needs to mix it in. Otherwise, he's going to lose on the feet, like pretty bad. So pick is Sadikov, but there you go.
You answered it, Johnny. The dude can't wrestle though. Brady, who you got?
Yeah, I think this fight's going to be an absolute ding dong. I think it's going to be an absolute war. There's a lot of people on Sadikov, it looks like, especially as of late. Like this money line's been, a lot of money's been coming in on Sadikov. I see Slav at like plus 135 now, which is kind of crazy. And I think the people on Sadikov are expecting him to wrestle Borchev, right? But I went back and watched like 8 fights of Sadikov. I didn't see one fight where he shot more than 2 takedowns. Like there's not a lot of wrestling from the Sadikov side. And if you're laying minus 150 on him, you want him to go out there and wrestle Slava, who has the worst takedown defense we've ever seen. I kind of have a feeling these guys are going to stand and bang, and standing and banging with Slava is just not a great idea. The Slava's striking is legit. This guy has so much power. Sadikov got hurt by Evan Elder, was losing a lot of striking exchanges to Evan Elder. I think Slava's striking is just on a completely different level. And if these guys strike, I favor Slava here. So I like Slava. I bet the knockout prop at plus 260. It's actually gotten better because money's been coming in on Nazim. It's now plus 275. I like it. I think he's very live to knock this guy out on the feet. Slava's striking is no joke. There's a reason guys are diving at his legs the entire time because they don't want to strike with them. And I have a feeling Sadikov's going to want to go out there and stand and bang, and to his detriment. So I like Slava to knock this guy out.
Yeah, man. Great breakdown. Weezy, how you see it going down?
Yeah, I got Slava as my dog pick of the week this week at plus money. Like I say, I grew up doing judo and wrestling is awful. It's a horrible sport. I mean, it's just one of those things that you got to be a little bit sick in the head to like to go into that wrestling room that smells like ass, put your head between another dude's legs and just grind for single legs and scramble. And you're running back and forth in there and, looking at other dudes' schlongs while you're weighing in. It's a disgusting sport, So like when people think that somebody's going to wrestle, but they don't have the background, they don't have the background for it.
Like Loopy's career.
Sadikov's not a wrestler, So if he's not a wrestler, he's not going to turn into one overnight. I mean, look at Borchev. He didn't turn into one overnight. That's a guy that's got a striking background, and you see him getting taken down a lot and being able to get back up. But, wrestling is just something that takes time and reps. And like I say, if you don't enjoy it, and you shouldn't, it's hard, So asking somebody in Sadikov that you kind of know, if these guys kickbox for 15 minutes, Sadikov doesn't have much of a chance. He's maybe 25% implied, in my opinion. So why would you lay juice minus 140, minus 150 with an unanswered question of, is this guy going to be able to successfully grapple Vyacheslav? Because even if he does in the first round, if it's not his game plan to wrestle, there could be an adrenaline dump. He could completely gas out from fighting a game plan he's not equipped to actually fight. So I like Slava here, and I actually made him Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week because I was bored. I've hit like 14 ass shavings in a row. I want to challenge myself, you guys. I'm bored. So I went with I made it my dog pick of the week and the ass shaving of the week. I'm looking for Slava to sleep this fool at some point during this fight and do that Russian dance that we all love to see in front of a very angry New York crowd, who will then get it back when they see Matt the Steamroller Frivola prevail over Benoit Saint Denis, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. Yeah, man, if to bet against Borchev in this fight, I need to see Mark Diakase, and I don't think Sadikov's anything like that. Like, dude, it's great. Like, even he was getting out grappled by that Hushmanzada dude in the second round on the Contender Series, and then he came back, and that guy's not good. He's the opposite of good. Like, if you go, well, look, he got beat by 8-5 guy after that. Johnny watched it live, but Sadikov has decent southpaw striking. He's so hittable though, man. He got to tap out. He got to submit a Terrence McKinney, and maybe that's giving people false hope that he's like a grappler. You know what I mean? But that was because McKinney kept grappling him, and then in the second round, finally, when he was able to reverse McKinney, he just finished him off there. But dude, Slava doesn't accept crap, man. Like, you take Slava down, you're gonna have to take him down 10 times, keep holding him down. Then when you get up, you better be able to strike with him, because like Mike Davis, I think so much better than Sadikov. Like, I bet Sadikov against Evan Elder, and you're just waiting, like, do something. And all he did was kept getting punched in the face. And like, he's tough, he's got aggression, but like, I just don't. I mean, I think he's decent, but he's not a grappler. He's in the Sarah Longo group, but he's a striker. And then he's probably got a little bit of grappling, but I mean, Slava's a striker with a little bit of grappling himself. And he works at Team Alpha Male. And dude, like Mike Davis, when he fought him, he had him so gassed by the third round from trying to take him down and hold him down that he was like hyperventilating on the stool. But he came out and he was able to fight through it. Mike Davis is a beast, though. Like, I'm high on Mike Davis. I would have him at -250 over Sadikov. But yeah, man, give me Slava clause here. I think that this fight stays standing for 12 out of the 15 minutes at least. And I think in them 12, 15 minutes, Slava clause is going to be landing the way bigger shots. He's probably going to drop Nazim. And I think he does get him out. I like that knockout. I like that knockout, man. Let's see. AJ said, yes, that dance. So I think we're going to see that dance. We're definitely going to see that dance. Anthony said, what's up, boys? Good luck on y'all's action. Good luck to you too tonight, Anthony. Effie said, I respect Brady for wearing the beanie.
I almost took it off, to be honest. Penn State got their asses whooped by Michigan.
Oh, man. Cheating ass Michigan.
Yeah, I didn't watch the game, but I saw they lost.
You got to switch it up. You got to switch it up to the Brady. Yes, so my dad's from, like, I'm an Ohio State fan because I grew up in Ohio, but my dad's a Penn State fan because he grew up like 13 minutes from Pittsburgh and the Pennsylvania border. So like but Ohio State always whoops on Penn State.
I mean, I'm a Ohio State fan at heart, but I did go to Penn State. That's why I rep it. But
I like it, kind of. You know what I mean? But no, that sucks. I wish you guys would have beat Michigan. I hate Michigan cheaters. See, Robert said confidence level on Slava. I'm high. I bet 3 units to win. I got him at +120. You see, he's bigger now as that way at faceoffs too. He's about 2-3. Look like he's about 3 inches taller. Sadi has gotten better, but I don't know if he wins this. It's gonna be good, Nate. It's definitely gonna be a good fight.
Where do you want to put my mic? Up my ass? Where do you want to put it?
Brady, you hiding behind?
Where should I put it my ass? Where? Come on, man.
Come on, mastermind. Brady. Oh yeah, that's a good mic though. You got the best sounding mic out of everybody.
Yeah, I like it. It's big and black.
Hey-oh.
Sheesh, zinger.
I did not expect that one.
I didn't see that one coming at all. I can't wait to smell Russian tears tonight from Pavlovich, probably. Any action? Yep, yeah. He ain't crying. He's gonna cry when he's breakdancing because he's just killing it so good. But let's see. Any Action Effie, Any Action Sportscast. Check him out on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. Man, he puts out great bets. He deserves a ton of subscribers. Said it's okay. Brady, us Iowa fans would kill to have your team. Yeah, damn, Iowa fan. Wrestling, damn. Iowa. Let's see.
That guy's a troll. That teenager.
Is he? Is he?
13. He makes a lot of fake accounts. Yeah.
What? I wonder if that's the Daniel Corvert dude that's been coming.
No, what's his name? I forget his name.
But the dude is a betting mastermind, though. So he
is a
let
betting.
him just run roughshod because he's probably got some really good tips. You know, one thing I've found. Look, I've been on this earth a lot of years. When somebody calls themselves a mastermind, It means
Oh,
they're
wait, jeez.
definitely a mastermind. You never see assholes, out there overestimating their own intelligence. That never happens. So if anyone walks up to you and tells you, I am a mastermind, listen to that person. That's a life lesson from Uncle Weezy.
Mastermind just got banned, so you ain't that smart.
How could you do that to your audience, Cody? Now, this isn't my channel, so I don't make the rules here.
That's the first time I ever had to.
Sharpen the room like that, making really great comments. I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree with that.
That was the first ban I've ever done, but then he's going in on Johnny, and see, my problem is, though, what makes me mad is I don't read these first. I'm listening to you guys, so when I click them, and it makes it look like I'm bringing up some shitty comments. So don't do that, man. I don't want. I'm not. You know what I mean? Come here, be cool. You need good energy if you want to win bets. I promise you. If you're out stealing money or something, being a bad person, and you think you go get bets and you're gonna get like good karma on it, you're not. And you need that. I promise you, bad people don't win in this world. And running that mouth, man.
Dylan wants to say something to you in the chat. Dylan,
where's this? Oh, this Dylan. We ain't seen him for a while. Here we go. Let's hear it. Good luck today, guys. Cody, why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know, Dylan. Let me know, you mother. This guy, he always goes in on my mom, but he's actually cool. Jeez, man.
That was different. I didn't expect that.
Jesus, man.
I didn't expect it either.
I thought it was going to be something about Cody's mom.
Jesus, Dylan. Man, he ain't going nowhere if that's the case, man. He ain't mastered, but Jesus.
Oh, man.
Good energy on fight night. Exactly, man. We keep it cool in here, man. We keep it cool. Let's see, Cody. I'm gonna win those UFC cards tonight. Get them ready to ship. Ship them wherever in the world. Everybody, too. I put out a big thing on my breakdown video, a big giveaway for a FaceMeetFist shirt. Shout out FaceMeetFist on Instagram. Make great clothes, and then a bunch of cool cards. So, all right. Next fight, Denis Bazooka versus Jamal Emers. I'll start this one real quick. I'm picking Jamal Emers. I think he's better everywhere than Bazooka, to be honest. Like, I watched a lot of Bazooka's fights, and I just don't know where he's really good at. Like, he's got okay striking. He's got okay, like, clinch, but he usually gets clinched. He usually gets wrestled, and he usually gets outstruck in the fights that I've seen him in. So, I got Emers here. I don't know if he even needs to wrestle to win this fight, but maybe he can wrestle a little bit. Bazooka's got pretty good takedown defense. He is tough as hell. I will give Bazooka that. He's tough. He's durable. I see this fight going to decision, but that's the thing that makes me love Emers here is because he's the better fighter everywhere, and Bazooka's not dangerous. So it's like I don't see him knocking out Emers, and then anywhere they go in the fight after that, Emers is better. So I got Emers. I got him parlay with Castaneda from earlier. Johnny, what you got, brother?
I'm on Emers here too. Maybe I'm not like super high on him to win this one here. He did miss weight too, so I'm not only like 2 pounds maybe or something like that. But I do think he is one. But he's the better fighter. He's a better striker. I think he's the better wrestler. He's gonna have the reach advantage here. Bazooka, I mean, his main traits that are he has is like he's durable and he's he always pushes forward. He's a grinder kind of style, but he doesn't really do anything amazing. So I just think Emers gets this one done by decision as well. I like the overs here too. If you don't want to pick a side, I think that hits. And they're about the same price as Emers money line. So
I like it. Brady, what do you got, brother?
Yeah, so I have bets on 11 out of the 13 fights this week, and this is not one of them. I like Emers to win, but Emers just like Loopy. You can't trust this guy at a big price tag. He doesn't make the best decisions. I think he's an incredible fighter. I think he's super talented, but his record is not that great, and that's because he's losing a lot of fights that he should win. Like even his last fight against Jack Jenkins, a fight that I thought he won, but we made that a lot closer than it really needed to be. So I have a weird feeling about this fight. Emers missed weight. Bazooka's gonna be the hometown guy. I think this fight is going the distance. We can get some weird results, some weird scorecards in this one, but I mean, this is a fight that I think Emers should really go out here and win. If he loses this fight, he's gonna have to really drop the ball, in my opinion. I'm gonna stand away, but I'm gonna pick Emers.
Okay, all right. Weezy, hope you're confident a little more. Let's see what you got.
I got 2 bets on this fight. I've got Jamal Emers to win by decision because I agree with everything that you said, Cody, in that. I think Emers is better everywhere, and I think Denis Bazooka is ridiculously durable. So Jamal Emers doesn't finish anyone. I don't think he's finishing Bazooka in New York because the kid's really tough. But on the other side of that, I kind of feel like after seeing Emers get knocked out by Julian Erosa on Contender Series that I better cover my ass because I don't think Bazooka is getting finished here. And I don't think Emers is a finisher when I watch him fight. He seems to want a point fight with people. So I also bet Bazooka's finish only prop at plus 177 because I feel like if somebody gets the finish, it's going to be Bazooka in front of the home crowd. I think he hits harder. And with Bazooka, there's a lot of people on him this week, and they're making a lot of excuses. Like, yeah, the Bagdasarian fight, he was sick and he was only 22 when he took that fight. And then, the Sean Woodson fight, it was on short notice. But on the other side, it's like, okay, so you're making excuses in those performances, but tell me what you're seeing on tape from Bazooka to think that he's going to beat Jamal fucking Emers. Jamal's a phenomenal wrestler. Now, of course, he's too stupid to use it most of the time. But if Jamal wrestles in 2 out of 3 rounds here, he's going to make this look so easy. And then also, he's huge for the division. He's a phenomenal athlete. This guy's going back and forth in the striking with Giga Chikadze. That fight was very close on the feet. Emers could easily be 5-0 in the UFC. Easily. If he just wrestled against Giga, he easily wins that fight. I thought he won the Jack Jenkins fight, and even though he didn't, it's on him because he didn't wrestle early in that fight. You watch between the first and the second round, Emers' corner is telling him, hey, go wrestle this guy. It's close on the feet. Go wrestle him. He doesn't wrestle at all. Jenkins goes to try to take him down with like 15 seconds left in the round. Emers just big brothers him, puts him on his back and starts hitting him. And then he goes back to his corner and he's like, maybe I should wrestle this guy. In round 3, Jamal, really, it took you that long to figure it out? Look, he's way better than this guy. But this guy Emers could fuck up a cup of coffee. He definitely will make bad in-fight decisions. So I could see Bazooka potentially getting a finish. I could see Emers winning the minutes here and getting a decision. So I'm covering myself. I'm looking for Bazooka inside the distance with the finish only prop and Emers by decision at minus 120 for 1.2 units.
Yeah, I don't mind it. You guys are good at getting the good props, man, to cover yourself, almost ensuring some profit. That's excellent. That is good. Let's see. Everybody in the chat, I know AJ, he's going back for, I think he likes Bazooka, but I think he likes, let's see, Emers. And my boy Derek Izzy is in the house, said, I bet on Emers, but I heard Bazooka do an interview where he talked about being unprepared for fights and finally had the chance to fully prepare. That sounds like Lupe Godinez to me.
Always an excuse with these guys.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, well,
always an excuse.
With Jessica Panay, she's just tough. He was only 37. I didn't get her at 40.
Listen, it was a 75-year-old Panay compared to Ricci when she got her at 95 years old. Okay, exactly. Cody? Like, come on.
This guy. Prince of Mischief, what is up? He said, I'm here. Am I late? A little bit, but you're here, man. You're right on time, man. Usman Nurmagomedov failed a drug test. Is that what happened that's why he ruined my Nashville card? Third. The shitty coffee thing continues. Damn it, Emers. Right? Yep. These Dunkin' Donuts, man. They're Dunkin' Donuts coffee. We got a couple Dunkin' Donuts coffees on this card, man. Yeah, Emers made Brady's coffee.
He must have, man.
He's got to get to Vegas. He's got to fight in like an hour. What is he doing? Working at Dunkin' Donuts, fucking up Brady's coffee this late in the week?
They're on Pacific time, Weezy. Don't worry about that. He'll make it up.
Bazooka fraud check. Knock it off, Weezy. Snap Denis. Yeah. It should be a pretty good fight, though. Uncle Weezy, what's the stats on fighters who missed weight percentage?
Yeah, I don't have that stat. That's one thing. I do have catch weight fights in my database. If somebody did miss weight, it's listed as a catch weight fight. So I could go back and research catch weight fights, but it's hard to know who's the favorite, who's the underdog. That's another step of data analysis that needs to go into making calculations like that.
Right.
Yep. I want to say recently, though, a lot of the weight misses, the guys who missed weight have won, actually.
I can remember one.
In COVID times, I seem to remember like people missing weight, just shaving ass. Like,
yes, they
people
were
like, they came in 4.5 pounds heavy. What are you going to do? It's COVID. And then they just go out there and run through their opponent.
They're like, here's $8,000 out of my purse and a beat down. There you go.
Yeah. What would you rather have? 100% of 20K or 80% of 10K? That's pretty easy. Or I'm sorry, 80% of 20K or 100% of 10K. It's an easy calculation to make.
Yep.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Umar. Usman's the Bellator one. Yep, that's Umar. But he shouldn't have got hurt either, so he still turned 2 both turns. Nate Usman on Royce still looked bad against Primus. Man, we're going to that Bellator in Chicago next weekend. That's gonna be awesome. Last one, right? It's the last Bellator ever.
I think so. Well, actually, I don't know.
I think
they were saying it might be, but I think they're going to do it for like another couple years or something like that.
How the fuck did Mastermind get back? Did you make another account, Mastermind?
He makes like 20 different accounts. You can block him, and then he'll have like another account ready to go.
Well, be cool. Just be cool. What the fuck? Let's see, 9 and 16 on fighters that's missed weight. There we go, Effie. Is that like this year? Short notice fighters are losing bad. Yeah, short notice, dude. Yeah, they should start fights too. Yeah, there's got to be something other than just that. This fight should be easy for everybody, in my opinion. Mateus Rebeski versus Roosevelt Roberts. Johnny, start this one first, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Rebeski here to get this one done. I know Roberts is like 9 inches taller than him, but the wrestling is going to happen here. It's going to get down to the mat eventually, and then it's only a matter of time from there. I'm going to say second round ground and pound knockout. I don't want to get too crazy in this, but if for some reason Roberts can keep it at range and stuff the takedowns, I think he's got a shot to win maybe a decision, but short notice, though. I don't know how his gas tank's going to look, but Rebeski's a beast. So if I would play anything here, I might do the over 1.5, just hope that they do it or make it over 1.5. That's a pretty decent line, but I'm not going to touch this for betting, though.
Okay. Let's see. That line's crazy. Brady, what you got, brother?
Yeah, I wasn't going to bet this fight, but there was a spot that stuck out that doesn't make a ton of sense to me. So Rebeski, the money line's now minus 800. But I saw the inside the distance line for Rebeski at minus 160. I think that's a great way to get that money line down. I'm a big fan of Roberts, actually. I actually think he's pretty good. I was actually kind of upset when they cut him, but yeah, I think he's a good fighter. I just think this is a really, really tough matchup to take in general, but to take on like 4 days short notice there. I feel like Rebeski's going to be able to do whatever he wants here. I don't know if it's a knockout. I don't know if it's a sub. I don't know if it's a very, very dominant decision, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of finishing opportunities, and it could come early, it could come late, it could come mid-fight. I don't know, but I think that minus 160 on the inside of the distance is a great way to get that price tag down a ton. I mean, he's minus 800 on the money line. So, yeah, I think it makes it look pretty easy.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Weezy, what do you got, brother?
Nothing. I got nothing on this fight, and I'm proud to say it. These are the kind of fights I tend to stay away from. It's like, yeah, I think Rebeski's going to win. Oh, you're going to give me a minus 800 money line?
Nope.
They got to make a line. I don't have to bet it, So, yeah, I mean, obviously Rebeski should get the win. Roosevelt, a massive lightweight coming in on short notice. Like a weight cut, a nasty weight cut on short notice. And he's not better than this guy either. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just staying away.
Yeah, I didn't get to get anything on it either. I would like Rebeski just inside the distance. Like Brady said, it's not like Roosevelt Roberts is bad. It's just that, coming in on a couple days short notice and you're fighting a really tough dude. I mean, this is only Rebeski's third fight in the UFC, but man, he's fought a lot of tough people outside the UFC. He looks so well-rounded. He hits hard, leg kicks, great grappling. I think he wins this fight anywhere it's at, especially on short notice. Even without the short notice, Roosevelt, good camp. Rebeski wins this fight, but it's a little closer. It's not like Roosevelt's not terrible. But give me Rebeski. I'm going to say third round KO. I'm going to say either, he drops him standing up or finishes on the ground. I don't think it's a spinning wheel kick like Bahamondes, but I do think he gets him out of there. Let's see. Nate Brown said Rebeski props are still good value. I think so. Loic wrestler with right, because it's hard. I mean, what is he, minus 700 or more now? He was minus 700 last night when I drove to the casino.
Yeah.
See, I want Roosevelt to win. You see how bad Jason Knight, yeah, he got brakes beat off him. That's terrible.
All right.
I hope I don't read something ridiculous. Okay. Like I said, I don't be reading these beforehand. I'll be next fight. Jared Gordon versus Mark Madsen, and we'll start with Weezy this time.
So I bet the finish only prop here for Madsen. It opened up at plus 170 on Bet Online. Jared Gordon's just not a finisher, and Mark Madsen's a durable guy. People are like, oh, you see the way Gordon just submitted Madsen? Yeah, I'm sorry, Grant Dawson. You see the way he just submitted Madsen? Yeah, he did the same fucking thing to Jared Gordon. So don't use that as reasoning, for why Gordon's going to run through this guy. If Madsen gets you up against the cage and he gets his arms around you, you're going down. That guy can move a refrigerator by himself. He's an extremely strong individual. So I don't see Jared Gordon really finishing anybody, especially a durable guy like Mark Madsen. So I fully intend that this bet is going to push, because it's what, like minus 250 that this fight goes to decision. And I agree with that. So just taking a shot, just saying, because Jared Gordon is ridiculously chinny. He drops when people hit him. So if Madsen lands a big overhand right, I think he could actually finish the fight. Do I see that happening? No, not really. But if you're gonna hang plus 170 on a finish only prop, when I think that Gordon's got virtually no chance to finish anybody in this division at this point in his career, I'll take a shot.
Yeah. Great breakdown. Brady, how you see this one going now?
Yeah, I'm on the same thing. Madsen plus 170. I thought it was a stupid line. I think it pushes. I really do. I think Gordon wins this decision. Should be a pretty clean decision as well. But I thought that the finish only was a little bit off, just because Gordon, when he loses, he's getting finished. He's been finished like 5 or 6 times. Even that Bobby Green, it was a no contest, but he got knocked out brutally on the ground with that ground and pound there. But yeah, I think Gordon by decision plus 125, I think is solid. But I'm only on that finish only for Madsen. But I do have like a Hail Mary parlay with Gordon decision in it. So I think that's a solid value there.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Yanni, what you got, brother?
Yeah, I'm on Gordon here too. I just think he's the better striker. And if Gordon does want to mix in some wrestling, I think he can get Madsen down and out wrestle the wrestler. But I'm just not really that impressed with Madsen's actually takedowns, to be honest. It takes him a while to get those takedowns up against the cage. He doesn't really go in for those doubles or singles. He's like that Greco-Roman kind of wrestling in the Olympic, but it doesn't really translate that well on the MMA. So, can he get the takedowns on Gordon? Sure, because Gordon's takedown defense isn't that great, but Gordon has better grappling too. So to me, I just think Gordon is the better fighter. I am a little worried though with his chin, like everyone said here. Another prop, if you want to take a stab at something, is the Madsen KO prop is plus 1,000. If you really think if he has a chance, it's not really that bad of a play, just to be safe, or not safe, but if you want to be, feeling a little frisky while the fights are going on. But yeah, I like Gordon here to get this one done. He should have beat Patty. He's looked good against Bobby Green until he got headbutted and knocked out on the ground. And I just think he's the better fighter here overall.
Yeah. This is one, I went back and forth on. I think the lines, it's kind of wild because it should be a close fight. Like I picked Gordon to win because he's got the better striking, in my opinion, and he's got good scrambles. But the problem with wanting to actually bet him is the odds, like there's good odds that Mark Madsen wins the first round here. He could probably land some takedowns if he wants. He's got decent enough striking. So say he wins the first round and then comes out and wins the first 2 minutes of the second. And then Gordon starts taking over after that 2 minutes of the end of the second, and he's just not like a dude that's just going to knock you down or drop you or start, just beating you by 100 strikes. So he's going to have to slowly work his way back in and take over, and he's going to have to clearly win the second and then clearly win the third. And it's just like, I don't want to bet minus 200 on that because Madsen's definitely going to be the better wrestler. Gordon's maybe the better striker, but it's not going to be like a crazy difference because like Mark Madsen's striking isn't too bad. I mean, he's got a decent jab, little right, overhand right, but he's got decent leg kicks. That's what he's using on Vince Pichel. But Gordon would be the better striker slightly. Madsen the better wrestler slightly. I'm staying away. It's just hard telling which way this fight goes, man. AJ said he sent a picture of him with Jared Gordon in the Discord yesterday. Dude, small. Yeah, it says he's 5'9". He's supposed to be bigger than Madsen, but he's not. He's like 5'7", because it always says he's 5'9", dude. And Jared Gordon's never bigger than anybody. How tall are you, AJ, and how tall you think he was? To get rid of him. I heard Madsen's wife is battling cancer. That sucks. I don't think it's.
I don't think she is. She has multiple sclerosis, and it's bad. So I heard Santino talking about it on their show. And, obviously, when you're in Arizona and you're not even an American citizen, you're not getting shit for healthcare for your wife. He lives in Denmark. They got a great public health system there. So He's like,
Excellent.
he just can't fight out of Fight Ready anymore because of what his wife's going through. I heard multiple sclerosis, but she could have also gotten cancer. You just never know, dude. So
that's funny. Who's ready for Dunkin' Donuts coffee to take a giant poop on Cody's bet? Let's go, JohnnyKpicks. Let's
go.
What's Dunkin' Donuts coffee mean? What does that even mean? Derek said, don't trust the Gordon Fisherman. All in on Madsen. Bet the dog.
Ooh.
Nate Brown says, someone at Mark's age can get exceptionally worse. Yeah, by the month. We haven't seen him in some time. Gordon at least looked good again. He did look good against Green before that happened. Yep. And sexy boy Savala, let's see, says, and appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us, Eric. Shout out to my boy Eric Savala. Follow him on Instagram too, because he puts out good bets every week. He says could be a live betting spot after one round. Yeah, that's a good idea too with the live betting. See how it's going, man. Maybe Madsen's just taking him down and racking up control time. You know, you never know. Let's not use that info to cat pass. Okay. I'm 5'10". I'd say he's 5'7", 5'8". Okay.
That's true. Everyone that's 5'7" is 5'9". Yeah.
Exactly. Are you a real 5'10" or are you a Johnny K 5'10", 5'7"?
I never said I was 5. You said you were 5'9". You are not. You are not 5'9".
Well,
I'm taller than you. I'm taller than you. I say I'm 5'9".
You have platforms on, dog. Come on, man.
Jeez, get out of here.
Come on, man. This fight, though, boys.
I'll stare you down at Bellator again, and you'll see. Everyone will see that I'm taller, just by like that much, an inch.
Bro, this dude is not the opposite of taller than me. We're gonna stare down. I'm gonna hit you with a blast double.
You probably could. You're
men's,
shorter than me, so it's easier.
Lower center. This mother, he's got jokes. All right, men's flyweight and Joshua Van versus Kevin Borjas. This fight's gonna be good. Brady, start this one off for us.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has potential to be fight of the night. If it wasn't so low down the card, I think this is actually the second fight of the night, so we're going to be seeing it pretty early here coming up. But yeah, I think this fight's going to be an absolute ding dong. I think these guys are going to stand and bang here. And I guess kind of my sneaky take this week is I think Joshua Van's very live for a submission. So he started like recently grappling just like a year or two ago, but went back and watched a lot of his fights. He has really slick submissions. Like he's an opportunistic submission guy. I saw him get a couple submissions after like rocking guys. And that's kind of the one way that Boros lost. He got rocked with a head kick and then choked out shortly after. So I think Van could potentially do that. I think he could rock him and choke him out, or I think Van might even try to mix in some takedowns himself instead of standing with Borjas. But yeah, I think it's a close fight. I think it could probably go either way if it does go the full 15, but I think Van's very live for a sub. And like I said, I thought it was like a sneaky play of the week, but they're only giving like plus 500, which is kind of interesting there. But I think Van's live to potentially sub him there.
Yeah, I would think that'd be a little higher. It's crazy like what you said, how they said his last fight he'd only been training his ground game for like 6 months. And he looked great against Z. You know what I mean? He stopped all the takedowns, looked phenomenal. So, Weezy, how do you see this one going down?
I mean, I like Van here, but I wouldn't lay minus 245 on him. The first leg of the greasy four-legger this week is the over 1.5 rounds in this fight. And I don't even really love that because these guys are going to stand and they're going to swing. But I know that dude Borjas is durable. And also Van is a guy that's a little bit more of a volume puncher. You know, he kind of wears on you when he pressures and he throws a ton of volume. He's not like a one-punch knockout type of guy. And Borjas is a little bit sloppy. You know, like I like it when guys swing to take your head off. But, you know, if you're going to stand in the pocket and swing like that, a guy like Van, who's just so much faster and so much more voluminous with just what he's throwing, I like him to win this fight. I think it goes over 1.5, but I don't have any tracked action on this fight.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Yannick, what do you got, brother?
Yeah, I'm on the Van side here too. I just think he's the more well-rounded fighter. Borjas is good. It's a good boxer. He's very durable, but that's about it. Like he gets taken down pretty easily. He does have a good get-up game though. And he's going to basically, push forward and box. But Van, he can mix in some wrestling and takedowns. We haven't really seen it in the UFC, but he has done it before in some of his other fights. But he's a good striker too himself. So I like the overs here too. I actually like the over 2.5. I think it's almost like a pick 'em still. And I think Van gets it done by decision, I'll say. But I like all the overs too. And I just think he's just a little bit more well-rounded, and he'll mix in some takedowns here, and I think he can just win it that way.
Yeah, dude, this is going to be a banger because both these dudes can box. I see it staying standing for the most part. Borjas, man, throws a ton of volume. He hits hard. He works the body, goes up to the head. He's got a little bit of a reach and size advantage. Here's another one where they were off because they said Kevin Borjas. They said on Tapology, both these guys are 5'5", but Borjas, I watched in another fight that he had where he's 5'7", and then he was an inch or two bigger than Van yesterday. He's a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker, but Van's probably got thicker legs, I would imagine. But Van, the thing I like is they both got really good boxing because Van's got an excellent jab, excellent 1-2, and he sets it up with feints and stuff. But the difference is just like Brady said, man, that head kick, dude. Joshua Van's got a very, very, very fast head kick. That's what he hit Z with, hurt him. I seen Borjas get hit with one of them and get rocked, and get finished. Like Brady said, the thing is he had beat the dude up in the first round and tried to go for a finish himself, and I think he slowed down a little bit, which is weird because he's one of them Peruvian dudes. It didn't look like on the Contender Series he could slow down, but give me Joshua Van here just because I like that head kick. I like his variety a little bit more than what Borjas is bringing with mainly the boxing. And like Brady said, I think that Van will have the grappling upside there too because you've seen what happened. Borjas was taken down and controlled a ton and that first fight. And it seems like Van's just more dangerous overall, has a little bit more power and pop. So give me Joshua Van. I think, though, he gets it done by decision. I really like the over 2.5. That's what I told my Patreon, dude. The over 2.5 is like minus 110. It seems like both these dudes are very tough, very durable. Yeah. Dude, big money New Jersey with the $50 donation. That is big money, dude. We appreciate that so much. He said, waiting for the train, getting my fix before heading to MSG. Good luck, all. Thanks for the content. And all the dubs. Let's go, big money. You're going to the fights, dude. That'd be so awesome. This is an amazing card because even this fight, Joshua Van Borjas is going to be a banger. And this is like 9th on the list of bangers. You know what I mean? And this is going to be amazing. So appreciate that, Dono. So much big money. Keeping the lights on, keeping the TVs on, everything, man. So what's up, gangsters? What's up, Ice Viking hanging out? He said, this is a dream team. What's up, fellas? What's up, Snerius? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out as always. Yeah, big money. That's amazing, really. Big Money New Jersey living up to his name. Yeah, he puts out big bets too. Everybody check out Big Money New Jersey on Twitter. I don't know how the hell that just passed my mind, but he puts out great bets, great content, great stuff, and obviously freaking great dude, right? Supporting the community. That's amazing. Mikey with the woo. Appreciate Mikey donating earlier too, man. Yeah, I don't want to scream too loud into the mic because I hit the woo.
I saw a little painting. You were like, oh.
Yeah, you see the painting because I almost got in a fight. Almost got in a fight with a team leader at work because our Ric Flair hollowed at him when we got into it, dude. I was like, woo, and he's like, didn't know what to do. Like, bro, and he's just like, hit him with that Ric Flair, bro. I picked and cashed big on Van in his last fight. Got to ride with him here. Yeah, man. Somebody wins you money. You got to factor that into your bet a little bit. It's like you can ride with them again. Even if you lose, if it's a close fight, it's like, are you really losing because you won before? Hope you hit him hard, big money, and have a great time. I bet he's got some good seats too. You're tipping $50. You're getting them good seats. So have a great night. Best night, man. I don't think Roosevelt has a chance to be on. I don't think he's dangerous enough to have a chance here. Ko-Young Kang. Everybody was a little bit different, man. Everybody was.
I think he has a shot. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a shot. Fight. So, I don't mind.
I'm on Castaneda, but I think he has a shot.
That's a nice little parlay right there, especially with the weight stuff. But did you guys see Jason? Yeah, dude. I hated seeing him laying on the ground just holding his freaking face, dude. Like he should have stopped fighting a couple fights ago. Like Kurt Hollabaugh changed his. I mean, that showed right there he was not good no more. Parker Connor, and I like Jason Knight. Big money. Be sure to check the kiosk at the fight. All fighters sign 100 posters at each event. Get one. That would be awesome. That'd be sweet. UFC live here.
Oh, my bad, man. That's my only hands.
Freaking only hands.
Sorry. I only went to do it once, not twice.
4-0 on Sergey KO round 1 bets. I mean, that's the way you're gonna bet him, right?
Oh, great.
Yeah, you have to.
Men's lightweight 155. Matthew Frivola versus Benoit Saint Denis. Yannick, how you see this one going on?
I am on the Saint Denis side here, and I'm going to stay on his side until he tells me or shows me something to not bet him or pick him anymore. I just really like his style. He's a very good wrestler. I think he's a very good grappler. He's got very good kicks, body kicks, as we saw in his last fight. He is very hittable, though. That's the one bad thing, but he's durable. He's got good cardio. He can wrestle for 3 rounds if need be. And Frivola's he's a beast himself. He pushes forward. He has power in his hands. He likes to brawl it out. He's got decent wrestling and stuff like that too. But this is just going to be a crazy fight. But I'm going to go with Saint-Denis to get this one done. I'm going to say second round submission. I think the first round is going to be crazy. And then Saint-Denis is just going to get those takedowns. And I think he's going to snatch up his neck eventually. So just my thought. I got him in the money. Like I got his Saint-Denis money line in a parlay. And like I said, I can't pick or bet against him until I see something that I think he can get this one done. If he mixes in the wrestling, he can't just brawl it out with Frivola, especially early. So we'll see what happens. This is probably fight of the night, though. I'll be honest. This is my fight that I'm really looking forward to.
This is we get 2 junkyard dogs and they're going at it.
Yep.
Man. It's nice. Brady, how you see it going down?
Yeah, so this was one of the first fights I researched last week, and I came away thinking, I don't know, I think maybe Benoit Saint-Denis is able to go out there and get him out of there, potentially sub or even knockout I could see. But the more I thought about, like, as the week went on, the more I looked into it, I kind of think Frivola is really live here to potentially knock out Benoit Saint-Denis. And Johnny brought it up. Benoit Saint-Denis shouldn't go out there and stand and bang with this guy, but I kind of have a feeling that's what's going to happen. Benoit Saint-Denis leaves a lot of openings. He is very, very hittable. He's been hurt in a lot of fights. Miranda rocked him, Moises rocked him, and Elias Zaleski dos Santos almost killed him.
That was the ref's fault, though.
Yeah, it was the ref's fault, but I don't know. I mean, I think Frivola is going to get opportunities here early, so I took some shots on these Frivola early KO props. They're ridiculous. Like round 1 KO plus 950, round 2 KO plus 1200. I'm not sure if they're going to hit, but I know for a fact Frivola is going to do everything in his power to try to make those hit. I think my pick is going to be Benoit Saint-Denis. I think he probably gets him out of there, but these Frivola props are just ridiculous. So I'm taking some small shots, trying to hit big here on these Frivola props in his hometown on Veterans Day as well. So hopefully Frivola is able to pull it off and cash those big money bets.
There you go. I like it.
Love it. I love it. Bray or Weezy, Uncle Weezy, what you got, brother?
Yeah, this fight, it has the honor of being your Uncle Weezy's Ding Dong Donnybrook of the week, ladies and gentlemen. You know, and that's the very first one of my entire career. That is going to be the term going forward for when we
forgot about the ding dong term. Who said that? Was it Bisbing? Bisbing said that, right?
Yeah. So Bisping said that Melissa Dixon. Said,
yeah,
it was Melissa Dixon, and what I believe it was what's the Fitzgerald, Brendan Fitzgerald. You know, he was like, he said that Melissa Dixon said she was down for a bit of a ding dong. Yes. He's like, this is a great term, you know, because we just overuse banger, and then I've always loved Donnybrook. So if we put ding dong and Donnybrook together, we got some alliteration there. We got the magic number 3 in there, and we got a fight that everybody's going to love to watch. I've got 3 bets on this fight. I'm kind of all over the place, and I probably should have no bets on it because I could see this thing just going in so many different directions. Both of these guys fight like madmen. They both look like they just contracted rabies when they went out there, and they just go and they're like 2 rats in a shoe. So I did bet the over 1.5 here at plus 145. I beat a lot of line movement. But I mean, I could totally see looking like a complete asshole on that bet, and this fight being over in 14 seconds. You could absolutely see it. But I did also bet Frivola by first round KO plus 900 for a quarter unit because he's on a run of doing that, and I think that Benoit might, just oblige him in a toe to toe. Let's swing. Let's see who drops first. So. And then I also bet Matt Frivola's money line at plus 195 because that just seems silly. I mean, when you look at these guys on paper, I don't believe that Benoit Saint-Denis is necessarily a better grappler than him. I don't think he's a better striker. I know he's not as experienced. I know he hasn't fought as good a competition as Frivola has. So if you're going to give me plus 195, I got to take that too. Now, this could all fall apart like a Chinese motorcycle. and Benoit Saint Denis could absolutely finish this dude in the first round, and then I'm out 1 unit on Frivola, 1 unit on the over 1.5, and a quarter unit on Frivola by knockout. But that's the game we play, man. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. I'm really looking forward to watching this fight. The very first Uncle Weezy's Ding Dong Donnybrook of the week, and I know that it is going to absolutely come through. Great fight, potential fight in the night candidate. I can't wait for this one.
Love it. I love it. Triple D's, man. Yeah, dude. I'm with you guys. Here's another fight. I think it's really hard to call a winner on it. I like the over 1.5. I didn't bet anything on this fight. I like the over 1.5 though, because but it's dangerous because it's like Benoit has gone out over one with like what 3 of his opponents, right? Over 1 round with Miranda, with Moises, with Stoltz. So it's like he can go over with them, or it's getting close to 1.5. I feel like Matt Frivola is more durable than all them guys, so he should go longer. But then it worries you that Matt Frivola can knock out Saint Denis like that. Yeah. And just like you guys said, dude, I've watched Saint Denis fights. This guy leaves himself open to be hit. I've seen Thiago Moises freeze him for a second. Nicholas Stoltz hit him with that flying knee. You've seen even Gabriel Miranda hit him with some big shots and stopped him in his tracks because he's always coming forward. But dude, he's my favorite kind of fighter in the history of fighters. Like, what other fighters have ever fought like this dude that we can think of that just come forward and literally try to finish you from the opening second? Like, maybe some big heavyweight dudes, like Brock Lesnar and them guys. But I'm trying to think of a lower weight dude that just comes out there to literally put his will against your will. And that's this tough and like pretty skilled, you know what I mean? So
Drew Dober,
yeah, Willie Catch Santos is just going to march you down.
True.
And he thinks that no matter how hard you hit him, he's going to hit you harder.
Basically, Brenner too. Brenner's looking like that too.
Basically, the shootbox guys, the shootbox.
Yep, all those shootbox guys. They're
Charlie Olives,
Santos,
crazy.
Charlie Olives. But yeah,
I love those guys.
Olives.
Love them,
and that's why everybody loves Charles Olives. Man, that's how Benoit Saint Denis, and he's really skilled. So, and he's a big dude. I picked Saint Denis to win the fight just because I haven't seen him knocked out, and I feel like he can push the pressure. But I'll stay far away because Matt Frivola can easily knock him out. Like, I would pick Matt Frivola on DraftKings because even in a loss, he's going to get some points. He's got great wrestling. He's got great scrambles. You can watch the Sarukian fight and find that out. It's just that like Sarukian had pretty good stand up for him too, so that's where it kind of hurt him. But this fight's going to be crazy. These are 2 junkyard dogs going at it. I'm going to take the dude that I haven't seen get finished a couple times, but I can't blame anybody for taking Frivola, taking him by finish, all that stuff, man.
Cody,
yo,
I have seen Saint Denis finished. I saw him finish 10 times in 1 round.
You did. I was just rewatching that back.
Dude.
You're like, dude, the ref,
that's insane.
Dude, the announcers are like, stop the fight for the love of God.
Bro, at one point,
I lost my under 2.5 bet on that.
I did too. Dude, me and Brady, we were live on Pub Sports Radio for the watch along during that fight. And I mean, if you guys want to laugh, go find that fight. You'll see me, like, I was just new to tracking bets. I was losing my mind on camera, screaming, stop the fight. I swear to God, I was probably crying. I really, I was like, why aren't they if you guys, you can laugh at your Uncle Weezy. You'll watch that. You'd be like, oh my God, I think Weezy's crying like a bitch over there. He's not going to cash this bet. It was so bad, man.
Dude, at one point, he was getting hit up against the cage, and he literally took off running all slow. He started jogging, running, and he was looking at him like he didn't know. And then he just
and Zaleski, the best part was Zaleski looked at the ref. He's like,
dude, what do you want me to do here? The ref's like, you know what to do. Hit him one more time.
and
make
nothing
sure he's
happened.
dead. It's like, hit him one more time. Make sure he's dead, man.
What do you guys think of the moneyline decision only bet for this one for Benoit Saint Denis? I think he would be the only one to, if it goes to decision, to win it. It's at minus 125
for Saint Denis decision.
Saint Denis never won a decision in his career.
Just bet if it's only plus 125, just bet fight goes to decision. You probably get plus 300.
Yeah, it's plus 300 for fight goes.
Fair enough.
And you get
but if you're worried, okay, that makes sense. I was just looking at some of these lines.
That's the kind of bet where you got to leave the house and then just come back 18 minutes later.
True. I'm not gonna watch that fight at all.
Then you're like, damn it ended in the second.
It'll take years off your life.
But I mean, at least you get your money back if it finishes, so it doesn't matter. But I was just looking at some of these lines right now. I'm like, maybe.
That's for Johnny right there. Charles got no hands. Why is the underdog? Yeah, yep. All right, boys. Let's see. Fola took the fight versus Armanon. He did. They were both like short notice. That was a UFC debut, up a weight class. It was for my favorite cappers. Let's go. In the one spot. This is better than the pay-per-view tonight. Give me 1K on Uncle Weezy, shaking hands, kissing babies, and shaving ass.
Well, that's already a bet. You got that money in the bank.
That's the comments we need right there, man. Positivity, good comments. So I'll be cool, man. Because like the stuff, like the way I see it, like that stuff the mastermind was saying, like you wouldn't say that if we were at a house just all hanging out partying. You wouldn't say that. So be cool.
Yeah.
You get
Brady
garage drinking beers.
Wall.
Brady throws the coffee at him at first, and then just
I'm
like Brady, I go Brady, he's only coffee. I go he's only 13. Brady, I don't give a fuck. Talks like an 18.
I finished my ass, by the way. Finish the ass.
Yeah.
Finish that Lupita. You finished
ass coffee
Lupita.
complete.
Okay.
Hold on.
This night is make or break for me. Either I'm going homeless or set for life. You're set for
Let's
life.
go, Wise Troll. Let's go.
You're set for life. 30 minutes, potentially best card of the year. MMA Ricci in the house with the $5 dono. He said, yo, this might be my favorite panel. Yeah, this is an all-star panel, baby. Good luck tonight, everyone. Man, we appreciate that dono so much. We're going to get Ricky on the show, too. And good luck to you, Ricky. I hope you hit all your bets. Everybody follow MMA Ricky on Twitter, man. Puts out great bets all week, lets you know what he likes. Mike said it's Nikki, Mike's wife. What is up, Nikki? She's a good bettor. She's a great bettor. Great show. Loving the Hugh Hefner jacket. Yep. I need a 3-leg. I'm thinking Pavlo, Van, and even though I can't stand the bitches, maybe Dern. If not, Yuri over 1.5. What do you think? What do you think, Weezy?
The Jiri over 1.5 would be such a sweat. You know, both of those guys have got really bad striking defense, and I wouldn't be surprised if these guys were sneaking a roll of nickels into their fists, you know, when they went out there. The way that they're hitting dudes and just deading people. Remember how long it took Reyes to wake up? You know, after Prochaska hit him with that spinning. I mean, it was so nasty. If I was gonna parlay 3 things here, I would parlay the Bazooka Emers over 2.5 rounds.
Love it.
Like it.
I would parlay the Pavlovich Aspinall under 1.5 rounds.
Love it.
And
Dern.
maybe the Van Boros over 1.5, or I don't know if there's a money line that I'm extremely confident in this week. And you know what? Even like a Prochaska Pereira fight doesn't start round 4 or something. Somebody's getting knocked out in the first 3 rounds of that fight. If that doesn't happen, then they might just be in there dancing with each other or something. So
I think the first round is going to be a dance, but I see a second or third round knockout by either guy.
Yeah. And the ass shaving of the week is actually Vyacheslav Borchev. I picked an underdog because I'm just sick of hitting these ass shaving of the week picks. It's gotten too easy.
Too good, Weezy. Too good.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we're going with the underdog.
It's like, do they even who sets these lines? You know,
they're making it too easy on us.
Exactly. Like men's featherweight 145. Pat Sabatini versus Diego Lopez. Yanni, you can start this one.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a closer fight than some people think. I know a lot of people are on Lopez, and I get it, but both guys are super good grapplers. Sabatini's more position over submission, and Lopez is the opposite, submission over position. Striking, I would give a slight edge to Sabatini, but he's so chinny. I don't know if I can trust him on the feet too. So to me, I think the 2 outcomes are going to be Lopez inside the distance or Sabatini by decision, but I'm going to go with Lopez. I go with the more dangerous guy if I'm torn between the 2. I think he can get the submission or even a knockout. I don't know what the knockout prop is for Lopez. I think that's a solid look on the feet. But just give me Lopez. I have no bets on this fight actually at all. Like no overs, unders. I think it can go either way, but those are the 2 outcomes I like is Lopez inside the distance or Sabatini by decision.
I like it. Brady, how do you see this one going down?
Yeah, I don't have a hot take here. I thought Johnny broke it down perfectly. I think there's honestly 2 outcomes to this fight. I think Pat Sabatini has a clear path to victory. It's clear as day, and that's taking down Diego Lopez, who has no takedown defense, no get-up game, and controlling him for 15 minutes. Pat Sabatini by decision is a very live outcome. On the flip side, Diego Lopez on the feet, he has knockout power, and Sabatini's been dropped by some Damon Jackson and Jamal Emers just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Lopez could catch him on the feet. Lopez could potentially catch him in a sub, but yeah, I think it's either Lopez inside the distance or Sabatini by decision. I personally played the Lopez finish only, also known as the scorecards no action, which basically means if the fight does go the distance, the bet is voided. And if Diego Lopez wins the fight inside the distance, the bet cashes. So yeah, I think it's 2 outcomes, and a Sabatini decision wouldn't shock me, or it really shouldn't shock anybody here.
Yep.
I like that bet too.
Excellent. Weezy, how you see it going down?
I bet Sabatini by decision plus 285 for a half unit. You know, I feel like that's his path here. I don't think he's submitting Diego Lopez, right? I mean, Diego Lopez is a very high level black belt. Is he knocking out Diego Lopez? I mean, Joe Anderson Brito didn't knock him out, and I'm not putting Pat Sabatini's power or ground and pound anywhere near Joe Anderson Brito's. So I kind of feel like this fight could go a few different ways, but it's a 50-50 fight almost on the betting line here. Sabatini just the smallest of favorites. And I feel like Sabatini's best win condition is that decision. You're hanging a 26% implied probability at plus 285, but you want me to pay 53% on his money line? I think that that's value for the decision prop. So I went half unit plus 285, Sabatini by decision.
It's at plus 240 right now still. I think that's still good.
I think it's still decent. I think I got it on Bet Rivers. Let me see where it's at right now on the Bet Rivers method. Oh, that's Bazooka. Wait a second. Who cares about that? We talked about that a long time ago. Sabatini Lopez method. Oh, Jesus. Sabatini by decision plus 290 now
Jesus,
on Bet Rivers.
Whoa.
I'm getting reverse CLV'd all over the place.
DraftKings, it has it at plus 240 right now. 290 is insane.
Yeah, 290 is a fat number, man. You know, he's really good.
I'm with you guys. I went into tape study thinking I was going to pick Diego Lopez, thinking I was going to bet him. You know, I almost bet him blind.
Me too.
But I'm like, I got to watch my tape. Watch the tape. And what I don't like, he's so dangerous. He is, but like he goes for a lot of stuff in the first round and slows down bad after the first round. And then like he gets beat up in the second round, like he did against Brito, like he did against Mofsar. And then he pushes another good push in that third round. But it's like, I feel like Sabatini's going to be ready for all that stuff. Now, I didn't bet this fight either way because it's just like you guys said, like it's either Lopez inside the distance or Sabatini by decision, because Lopez is very durable. But the weird thing is there's a world where Sabatini could submit Lopez, because if you see these dudes go do grappling tournaments and Lopez he gets submitted in grappling tournaments. It's weird. You get rear naked choked in a minute by one dude and another dude beat him, and Sabatini's choking out Caceres. So they're both black belts. They're both pretty high level. I'm going to take Sabatini by decision. I've just seen it enough. If he ain't chinny and he don't get knocked out, I don't think he gets caught. But I'm not confident in this. So I didn't have no bets on this fight. I don't know if it goes over, under. But I like Sabatini by decision, but I could see him also getting finished. So I did my Tapology, AJ. I just turned it in. I appreciate the reminder. With Jamal Emers back on the card, it's time to apologize to Brady for that bum-ass Ash Kebab. Oh, yeah,
he's in prison now.
Yeah, he is. That's what he gets for losing for my bet.
Him and his brother, by the way, they were both involved in that home invasion, torturing some dude.
Jesus,
what the hell is wrong with these
insane.
people?
Insane.
I mean, maybe I don't mind that Lopez 3.5 plus 3.5 at minus 160, because he could win a round just based off like the first.
By being active on bottom, active on bottom.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, the judges seem to love that all of a sudden.
They love it. Yep.
It just flipped.
Yep.
It flipped randomly.
Yep. Yeah, he never got submitted, but he did get his arm broke.
He has been actually submitted once, Brett, but it was called a knockout because it was basically the exact same thing that happened to Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill got into Paul Craig's guard and his elbow was dislocated in an arm bar. Pat pulled out and wanted to keep fighting. So when the doctor took a look at his arm, it looked like Kaneko Murata's arm after Virna Jandiroba broke it.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. So then it got called a TKO, but really it was an arm bar that broke it. So yeah, he actually has been submitted. It's just not classified as a submission.
James Gonzalez, right?
Yep, the alley cat.
Yep. I think he is he the one that beat Ty Law or Cody Law in Bellator killed a parlay up with him.
James Gonzalez is a good fighter. He's been in the UFC. He's had a couple of UFC fights. He's a top-notch regional scene guy, very aggressive submission grappler. The guy's a good fighter.
That was crazy what he did. He did it, but the crazy thing is he did how he did that to Sabatini was the exact same way that Lopez is going to do it. Like Sabatini took him down, he just started throwing up legs, wrapping up his arm, doing all this crazy stuff. And it is exactly what Lopez does. So.
Yeah.
Next fight is Jessica Andrade and Mackenzie Dern. I'm going to start this one off. I'm going with Mackenzie Dern. I'm just not high on Jessica Andrade anymore. Even if she's not like super washed, like her striking hasn't looked good, and that was always her thing. And like she's getting pieced up a little bit by Tatiana Suarez, like not clearly winning the stand-up. She was not clearly winning against Blanchfield. I know it was short notice, but still, like if you're a striker versus a grappler, you should be winning that striking with Blanchfield or Suarez, really. And then she got knocked out by Jan Zinan. And we seen she hits hard because she hit Mackenzie Dern hard a couple times when they fought 5 rounds. But Mackenzie Dern took it like a champ and then was giving it back out. So I really like Dern here, man. I like her slight size advantage. I think the striking's not going to be too crazy different. Like I know Andrade is going to be better, but I know Dern can hit her with some big shots. But I'm looking for Dern to grab the clinch, get Andrade up against the cage and just try to wrap up, take her back, pull her down, get her down somehow and win. But even if it stays standing for a little while, I think Dern's improved enough that she can land some shots herself. And then I think that probably the first time that she gets Jessica Andrade down and puts her in a bad position, because if you go watch her fight Jan Zinan, she had her in a ton of bad positions. Somehow she survived. She had Angela Hill in all them bad positions, but them girls are junkyard dog fighters. I feel like Andrade used to be a junkyard dog fighter. She's not no more. I feel like that's gone. I feel like she's here for money. I feel like the first time she gets in one of them very bad positions, it's going to be over. Johnny, what you got, brother?
Yeah, same thing as you, man. You said everything I was going to say. I do think Dern eventually will get this fight to the mat, whether it's by a trip, whether she just jumps on her back. She has been doing better with her takedowns. She's gotten 5 takedowns in her last couple fights, so it's not like she can't get takedowns anymore. So, but I just think we've seen Andrade get controlled and dominated on the mat once she gets taken down, and I think it's going to happen here on the feet. I'll be a little bit worried. But I think Dern's durable enough. I think her striking is improved enough. I think she can survive. And I think she goes for the grappling like she should. And I think she does get either her first knockout via ground and pound or a submission here eventually. So that's what I say is going to happen here.
I don't mind that at all. Let's go, Brady. What you got, brother?
Yeah, this fight was like 2-3 years ago. I'd be max betting Jessica Andrade. Like,
yeah, 100%.
I'm the biggest Jessica Andrade fan out there. Every time she fights, I always post my favorite video of her dancing, and she's a very good dancer, by the way. But not this week. And I was actually the biggest Mackenzie Dern hater for a long time. But I don't know. She's kind of growing on me a little bit. I think she's putting in the work. She's making a lot of improvements. Her striking doesn't look like ass anymore. Maybe a little bit of ass, but she's looking good. She's throwing with power. She's coming forward. She's being aggressive, and her wrestling is getting a lot better as well. 5 takedowns in the last 2 fights. I've never thought she'd get 5 takedowns ever in between her entire career.
Sure.
But no, her wrestling's looking a lot better. And I think the biggest thing is Andrade looks checked out. She looks checked out. She looks done. She's only 32, but she's been in the UFC for 10 years. She's fought everybody. She's been a champion. She's fought for titles. It just looks like she doesn't give a shit anymore. And if you don't give a shit against these top level fighters, you're going to get finished. You're going to get served. And Andrade, 10 losses, 8 of them come inside the distance, 3 finished losses in a row. She doesn't look like she wants to be in there. So I think for Andrade to win this fight, she's going to have to give a shit. And it doesn't look like she does give a shit. So I like Dern here. I bet Dern inside the distance. And then I sprinkled the sub. I got plus 175 on the sub, which I beat some linemen with there. I think it is sub. Could also see a TKO, but Andrade's ground game looks terrible. I know she's a black belt in BJJ, but off her back, she looks like a white belt. I mean, she looks like Elise Reed out there off her back. It's terrible. So yeah, if Dern takes her down, I think she styles on her and makes it look pretty easy. And also Andrade is apparently going through a divorce as well. I'm not sure if that's the reason she's looked like terrible lately, but apparently both these fighters are like going through divorces at the moment.
Yep. Weezy, how you see it going down?
I got no action on this fight. Whenever narratives, kind of start slipping into the capping for the fight, it's something I kind of just stay away from. I tend to look at tape. I think the tape, is the most honest representation of what any fighter does is what they've done on tape. That's why when I hear people be like the Bazooka excuses that I've heard from everybody this week, it's like, who's his best win? You know, what makes you think he's going to beat Jamal Emers? It could absolutely happen. Emers could absolutely just screw this up, but it's you know, I don't like narratives. And when narratives start rearing their head into the discussion and it becomes more than what people are seeing on tape, I just walk away. So I'm staying away from this one. I think Dern should get the win, but would I be surprised if Jessica stuffed the takedowns and like landed the heavier shots in the stand-up? No, but do I think that that's going to happen? Probably not, because we've seen Jessica just look a little bit checked out recently. So yeah, man, I'm staying away from this one. I'm just going to watch it. I think Mackenzie Dern's really good. I love the way that she's been fighting recently. I think she's finally starting to fight a style that complements her strengths. And that's just so important. If you're going to try to get into the top 10 of the division and get wins there, you have to be fighting in a way that really is highlighting your strengths and then, you know, hiding your weaknesses. So we'll see how it goes out here, but I'm staying away from this one.
Exactly. I mean, I bet Dern, but I just, like you said, man, there's a possibility she don't get no takedowns and gets outstruck. Man, her striking's been improving so much that it's almost like, oh, she just needs to get the takedown. But Andrade is a beast, man. She's been there, done that. So definitely. Men's heavyweight, 265. Sergey Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall. Johnny, you can start this one.
Man, I hated picking a side here. I love Tom Aspinall as a fighter, as a fan. Got a lot of his rookie cards, as Cody does as well too. Like, I think this guy's gonna be a champion one day. Unfortunately, I don't think it's this day. I think Pavlovich gets it done. I think he gets the knockout. He's too powerful, and I think Tom is very hittable on the feet. I know he's super quick with the striking. He's got good wrestling, good grappling. He's more well-rounded. But Sergey only needs to land at like a 60% shot, and then I think Tom Aspinall can get wobbled, and it's only going to end from there after that. So, yeah, I think Sergey's going to get it done. He's just too powerful, and he's got that 6-inch reach advantage, I believe, too. So that's going to play a big part here. If Tom Aspinall comes in and shoots for a takedown as quickly as possible, then he's probably going to win this fight. But even then, you have to get close enough to him, maybe. And Sergey has that good uppercut, just like Derek Lewis. Like, I think he's stronger than Derek Lewis, like power wise. So to me, I can't go against the power there. So give me Pavlovich round 1 knockout here. I think he gets it done. Unfortunately, like I said, love Tom Aspinall as a fighter and a fan, but I just have a bad feeling it's going to happen like that tonight.
Yep. Brady, what do you think, man?
So I have some company over, and they just gave me an edible. So if I start saying some stupid shit, that's why.
Look at you! Look at you!
I like your style.
With that said, Pavlovich by decision. Now, it hasn't kicked in yet, but no. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be really confident either side. I'd say. I think at the end of the day, somebody's getting served. Somebody's getting served very brutally. I think Pavlovich, KO1, KO2, those make a lot of sense. And I think Aspinall by sub makes a lot of sense at these prices. You know, Aspinall by sub, I did take a shot on it, plus 390. I took a shot on the sub 2, sub 3. The sub 2 is like plus 1600. The sub 3 was plus 4100. So I just feel like if Aspinall does get this fight down to the mat before his head gets detached from his body, the submission prop's going to be super live. But with that said, I mean, his head can go into the 3rd row very easily. So I'm on the sub props for Aspinall. He could get knocked out, and I wouldn't be shocked, but I thought those prices were kind of silly.
Yeah. I agree with that, actually. Weezy, what do you got, brother?
I got the under 1.5 rounds here in my greasy 4-leg parlay. I've got it parlayed up also as a track bet too. So yeah, there's definitely violence in the air for this fight. Somebody's going to get served. And because of that, it's kind of hard to be confident about which side is going to win. You know, whenever it's, you know, two people that are as powerful, you know, as these guys, somebody's going to get served. It's just whoever lands the first shot. So, yeah, I'm not confident on the side, but I also think Pavlovich round 1 at plus 275. Why wouldn't you play that? Have we ever seen Pavlovich win a fight other than first round knockout or decision? Has this guy ever knocked anybody out, even in the 2nd round or the 3rd round? And if the answer is no, then that means he's a front-loaded fighter, and he either gets a first-round knockout or this goes to decision. And if it goes to decision, I think Aspinall is going to be able to wrestle him, you know, so it might be Aspinall that actually gets the decision, or holds him up against the cage. And, you know, we just don't have any proof that this guy, you know, I mean, we've seen Pavlovich go 5 rounds before, but I think I could have went 5 rounds at the pace that Pavlovich went against.
Output,
yeah, that wasn't even a fight.
The
They looked at each other.
dude or whatever.
Yeah, it was Moktanin. Moktanin, I think, is his name.
Yo.
They went 5 rounds, and like they literally, I mean, they both came out looking clean. Like neither one of them had landed a punch. So, yeah, I just think that it's hard to be confident on the side, but I love the under 1.5. If this goes over 1.5 rounds, I'm just going to be like, come on, man, 2 weeks in a row, really?
That's what I was going to say. That just happened last week, and I was like, great. I lost a bet, and I thought I was going to hit it all night long because it was the last freaking parlay piece that I needed.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's the worst feeling.
It was awful.
Yeah. I'm going with Tom Aspinall here. I bought all his rookie cars because I think he's going to be a champ. I can't bet it. I wanted to bet it, but the 12 days notice kills me. But like, he's a big dude, man. He's going to be a little bigger than Pavlovich. He's faster. Like, he moves around. He's got movement. He's actually got a kick game. He could hit Pavlovich with the head kick, leg kick, stay at range. And then the thing is I think he's going to piece up Pavlovich at range. Boom, like hit him with some leg kicks, throw some stuff. And as soon as Pavlovich starts throwing them big combos, dude, Tom Aspinall is a phenomenal blast up. Did you see what he did to Alexander Volkov? And he came out with that game plan because he took him down within like the first 25 seconds. And that's a big dude to take down, dude. And he just picked him up and slammed him down, beat him up on the ground. Volkov got back up. He separated for a second. He actually got caught hit with a weird punch and like fell. It was weird, and got up and then blast doubled him again and took him down and then grabbed his arm and broke it off. And I think that he can do that to Pavlovich. I know Pavlovich is strong and all that. And I know I don't really like to go back fights on 5 years, but like the Alistair Overeem just showed me enough to where like it's not like he's not easy to take down. And I'm not saying that at all. But when he's down, man, it didn't look like he had a get up game. He like pulled guard, sat on his back, and he's a big ass dude. So I just think that if Aspinall can duck under them big ass punches, he can take this dude down. And then not only that, but Aspinall can knock out Pavlovich too, man. When he hits people, they fucking go down hard. Like you seen Marcin Tybura, Sergey Spivak, Jake Collier, like they get hit and they don't want to even get hit like that again. Like they basically just turn over. Like none of them went out cold, but none of them wanted to get hit again. So both these dudes hit really hard. Pavlovich really only got that boxing. So I like Tom Aspinall, man. I'm going to go with him. I think that he's like a crazy ass heavyweight that's a little more well-rounded. I wish this was Cyril Gane coming in here to put them paws on Pavlovich, bro. He's going to get Pavlovich a beating whenever they fight. And I hope I get him at that plus
maybe.
Money. You've seen what he did to Ngannou. He turned him into Nurmagomedov.
That's Ngannou.
Francis just knocked down Tyson Fury. That guy. No? You don't know? Okay. Well, yeah, man. Give me Aspinall, but I didn't bet, and I'm not confident because one of these dudes, some shit's gonna go down. But I do.
The only thing I'm confident is the under 1.5.
Last week, so everybody last week, we was so confident. I could not believe that boring ass fight, man. I could not believe it.
Ridiculous.
Like Kiwi Bruce said, he bet Aspinall plus 1 takedown and a sub plus 620. I don't mind it.
Nice.
That's
That's
a
good.
great look. Oh, yeah, plus 622. AJ trained with them for years ago. Yeah, but he was there. I heard Kane said that he couldn't do nothing to Pavlovich. He couldn't move him. That was like one of the only guys who couldn't do what he wanted to. So
try moving a refrigerator, you know?
Exactly.
Do it by yourself. See how that goes for you, you know?
Men's light heavyweight division, the main event, boys. This has been one of the best breakdowns we've had, man. This show's been awesome, dude. I'm sure everybody's loved it. We got the main event. We got Yuri Prohashka versus Alex Pereira. And Uncle Weezy, I'm going to let you start this one off, brother.
Yeah, so I got reverse CLV'd here too, man. Brady talked to me early in the week. He's like, dude, you know, the over or the under 2.5 sitting at minus 175. I actually opened a Bet Rivers account so I could get at that line because it was only 1.5 everywhere else. So I hit it at minus 177, thinking we'd go to like minus 225, 250. I got 3.5 units on it. I could have a great day, and this thing could go over 2.5 rounds. It'll ruin my day. But you know, I don't think it's going over 2.5, you guys. I mean, these guys have both got pathetic striking defense. How do you think blocking punches with your forehead is going to go against Alex Pereira? You know, I mean, if that dude's left hook lands, you're done. And the way that Jiri hits, like I say, are they checking these guys, you know, like gloves for a roll of nickels? Are they? Because Jiri is just like absolutely deading dudes. I mean, he's got over 20 knockouts in his career. It's an absurd amount of finishes that this guy has. he's been over 2.5 rounds, I think, twice in his career. I think there's a draw and a win by decision or something like that. Everybody else dies in the first 10 minutes in Jiri Prochaska fights. And a lot of times he just Homer Simpsons dudes. He just hangs around long enough. When he beat Vadim Nemkov, he didn't beat him. Vadim Nemkov quit on the stool after a 10-minute round. He was like, no thanks. I had this guy in 7 bad spots and he wouldn't die. I'm not going back out there. You know, he couldn't even get up after that round. Well, I mean, I would be dead if I tried to fight either of these guys for 3 minutes, much less 10, but you get the point. I think that this one finishes under 2.5 rounds. I think that under 2.5 is a great parlay piece this week. The market doesn't agree with me, but 2 guys that hit this hard with this little respect for their own personal safety and defense, I'd be surprised if this got out of the second round.
I agree with that. Brady, how you seeing this one going down?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Pros,
good.
Pros, we can hear you.
Okay, my computer is like tweaking out. I've been on it for too long, I think. So I'm gonna give a quick breakdown. I'm out of here. I've company over, but yeah, I'm with there with Weezy. I have the under 2.5, pretty heavy, and then I also have the fight won't start round 5, pretty heavy. 32 fights for Yuri. Only 29 have went, or 29 have. Sorry, the edibles are kicking in. 29 have went under the 2.5 round mark. Looking for violence here. I'm not sure who. I lean towards Pereira knocking out Yuri. I don't think Yuri's striking defense is going to pay off here. But yeah, my computer's about to like die, so I'm gonna head out of here, guys.
Right
Thank you for having me on, and best of luck to you guys. Enjoy the card.
Yeah,
see you, Brady. Coming
on. Everybody, Brady's link is in the description, so everybody that hasn't known Brady, get that link, man. Go give him a subscribe. He's a great dude.
And Cody, if you could take me out of here because my computer's like.
There you go.
I should have left him on the whole time just to do it.
Fuck you.
I can bring it back.
We'll let you out when the show is over.
Okay, 6 o'clock later, Brady. Yanni, you can break this one down, man.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun fight. However, whatever side you're on here, but this is the reason why. It's Yuri's coming back from this shoulder injury. Supposedly, it's the worst ever in UFC or whatever history that it's ever been. People said like Yuri was like moaning and crying so bad or whatever it was. Like it was like the worst like screeching they ever heard or whatever you want to say. And also too, he is so freaking hittable. And you cannot be hittable against Alex Pereira. I don't care if you're a middleweight. I don't care if you're a light heavyweight or even a heavyweight. This dude is crazy power in his hands, especially the left hook. Obviously, he's got very good leg kicks. I think he's going to be able to touch him up on the leg kicks as well. And I wouldn't be shocked if actually this fight gets into the second round, but I think there's going to be a knockout in the second or third round here. I think the first round, I think Yuri's not going to be as crazy as he normally is. I think this is his first fight back from this big injury. I think he's going to want to test the waters a bit. Pereira's going to oblige that as well. I think whoa.
Hey,
that freaked me out. What am I saying? Pereira's going to oblige that in a way where he's going to be like, okay, he's doing this. He's going to get his reads here. So I think the first round's going to kind of be a boring first round. The second round hits, I think anything goes here. I think one guy's going to get a knockout. So I'm going to say Pereira gets it done, though. I just can't trust Yuri's shoulder injury here. And then also being so hittable with those leg kicks as well, too. He doesn't check any kicks. So.
You guys broke it down perfect, man. I'm on Alex Pereira myself for all the same reasons. 20% of my bet is his shoulder. Yuri cannot come back within a year from that kind of shoulder surgery, that kind of shoulder injury, and be 100%. Now, I'm not saying he's 20%, but like, there's no way. There's no physical way that you got to surgery, which then did all your rehab and then like got it back to regular and then built it up to fighting strength within 11 months. Like, there's no way, not on a shoulder surgery. Like, shoulder, back, dude, you don't want neck surgeries. You don't want none of that in MMA fighting. So I like Pereira. Yuri's way too hittable, and he's going to catch one of them left hooks at some point. The leg kicks are going to help. I think that he can make him get a little even more reckless with them leg kicks and make Yuri come in and then catch him when he's coming in. So Alex Pereira by KO. Weezy, let these guys know where to find you, man. We appreciate you so much for coming up to the show tonight.
Oh, yeah, man.
You're the man. We love all your content.
Doing this with you guys today. This is a great show, dude. We had some laughs. We got some great analysis of these fights. This is one of the best cards of the year. Top 5. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hope it delivers. But let's hope it delivers like we delivered here today. on this
Exactly.
channel, you know, putting on a great show for you guys. You can find me at my YouTube channel, Uncle Weezy. I'm always on Pub Sports Radio 3 different times a week, doing watch alongs over there, doing Stat Diggers on Sunday, doing the DFS shows on Wednesday. And I've got a Patreon. If you're the type of person that likes to do your own research, I've got access to all the stats, everybody. I am the market for UFC stats right now. Come to my Patreon, and you're going to get access to analytics and statistics that you're not going to find anywhere else. And you'll get my picks, you know, while you're there. But I'm building a bunch of new products right now that are going to try to exploit some edges that we're finding in these significant strike markets, in the fantasy score markets, in the takedown markets. I'm innovating behind the scenes, guys, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys probably at the beginning of the new year here. But let's stat cash tickets like flapjacks for UFC 295, because this is a hell of a card. We're going to enjoy the fights, but we'll enjoy them even more if we make a bunch of money.
Yeah, definitely. And I vouch, man. Shit, Weezy's got the best stats in the game, period. Best stats, best models. Like he puts, he puts in the work. Everybody here knows him. His link's in the description. But yeah, man, and overall, above all, great dude. That's what it's all about. If you're a great dude and you're awesome, that's how you get on the shows and do all kinds of stuff. Just be nice, be a good dude, and then, you know, win some bets. That helps too. But
that helps
man,
too.
We appreciate you so much, Weezy. Johnny, let them know where they can find you, brother.
Yeah, first things first, though, definitely check out Weezy. Like he said, check out his Patreon, check out his YouTube, his Instagram, Twitter. I don't know if you have Instagram, Weezy.
I don't have Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, Twitter then especially.
Yeah.
He does great stats too. Definitely check out DFS by the Numbers, Brady too, as well. They do awesome stuff. Monday nights, they do Stat Digger Show every Monday night. So check that out as well. On
Sunday night.
Sunday. I'm sorry. Sunday night. Sorry.
Earliest show. It's a good show.
Yeah, so definitely check out that show on Sunday. But you can find me on, you know, the normal YouTube, Instagram, Twitter as well. I have a Patreon as well. I just started up about a month ago. I do all bets too, not just UFC. I put my UFC betting cheat sheets on each week too. So and my breakdowns come out on Sundays as well too. So and then you can also see me and this guy Cody over here on Thursday nights and 2 hours before the fights every Saturday.
Yep. Yeah, this show's starting to get good, man. On these pre-shows, it helps people burn time. I'm glad you two guys got Patreons. You know, I got one too, but I'm glad because this stuff takes a ton of work. And I know some people's like, oh, you sell bets or you sell this. No, it's more where people can support you. And then, like I said, like you guys said, you're giving out a bunch of stuff. And like, it takes a lot of time to do this, like a lot of time, and especially when you do it right. And like Weezy, I mean, with them numbers, stats, all that, you know, that takes a
even more than I do. So I know it takes way more time.
Yep. So
shout out a lot of behind the scenes work to do those stats, but you know, once you've got them, now you've got them. Now you just need to update it week by week, and that's the challenge of putting it all together. But yeah, I mean, we put a lot of work. Johnny, Brady, Cody, and I. You know, when I do just a tip every week, a 2-hour show, I got like 18 pages of notes that I'm reading off for that show. So yeah, man, you know, like I could share you guys my Word document. You know,
I was having it on Word. I just look at it while I read.
Yeah, 15 pages. I'm reading off all this stuff. So yeah, we work really hard. So when people come and support us on our Patreons, it means the world to us.
It really does. And we appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Good luck, everybody. You guys are the best, man. This is what it's all about, is everybody in the chat coming here, like I said, keeping the good energy, keeping it good. Good luck, everybody. Jeff Pelton, BC Dave, Nate Brown, Derek Izzy, Kiwi, everybody that came out. Too many to mention, but we love all you guys. So everybody,
good luck, everybody.
Yep. And we will see you here coming up next week. See you guys.
Later.